2-2. They have only won 2 of their last 9 games. And for Jacksonville, complete opposite. The Lizard Kings 6-0-0-1 in their last 7. They've only lost 1 of their last 10 games in regulation. The Lizard Kings back in their inaugural season 1995 uniforms tonight. The green with green scales, the Lizard King emblem on the front. Charles Williams in goal tonight. He got the win on Wednesday evening against Norfolk, a 7-3 decision. And for Norfolk in goal, our first look at Beck Warm. 6-10-0-1 on the year. Goals against average 3.07. Face-off between a pair of number 9s, Luke Lynch for Jacksonville, Blake Murray for Norfolk. We are underway as the Lizard Kings tap it into the Norfolk end. Thank you so much for being with us tonight on Mixlr and on FlowHockey.tv. Shot away from Jacksonville, and getting a piece of it, I believe, was Warm. It redirects to the opposite side, and Norfolk tries to skate in 2-on-2. Alex Tonge, their leading scorer, skates it into the left wing corner, gives it up there, and the Lizard Kings take over. Cross ice look, connects with Lynch, 2-on-1 with Sides. Wrist shot goes wide from Lynch as he called his own number. Sides holds it in, it comes around the wall. Lynch will hold it in, tapping it for McCallchuk. McCallchuk into the slot, Berzola steps in, around one man, centering feed, score! 1-0, Lizard Kings! Wham, bam, boom! It just took 43 seconds, and the Lizard Kings are on top by 1.
Well, the Icemen, we saw how they, the Lizard Kings, we're at the bat early, I screwed it up.
The first one, Reader.
First one, the Lizard Kings last night. They were so good in the last 2 periods, especially that 3rd period, and it looked as if right out of the get-go here, they just kind of picked up where they left off. Smooth, crisp, everything they did, the execution was perfect, and the Lizard Kings get on the board first. A nice pass across to the veteran, putting this one home to get his team up on the board. Not the start that head coach Rod Taylor was looking for here today.
Not at all, and here's Joe Massey with your goal call. Actually, here come the Lizard Kings again. Centering feed, Warm got a piece of it. It comes back to the blue line. Fortunato with a wrist shot, blocked in front by Norfolk. And let's bring you down to Joe Massa.
Lizard King goal, scoring his 7th goal of the season. Number 19, Joey Sides. Assistant number 8, Zach Berzola. And number 14, Vlad McCallchuk. Time of the goal, 43 seconds.
So just like last night, an opening minute goal. Last night, it was Florida. This time, it is the Lizard Kings who score in the opening minute. Berzola and McCallchuk assisting on goal number 7 of the year from Joey Sides. And what a start for the Lizard Kings. And the crowd is all over Beck Warm already. Puck is in the neutral zone, comes free for the Lizard Kings. It is Derek Pearl, handles a puck in his skates, knocks it free for Jake Elmer. Elmer starts a 3-man rush, trying to beat his man to the inside. Couldn't get around him, but I like the outside to inside move. Jacksonville keeps it in the zone as well. Croy Evingson at the left side. He'll tap it into the corner. Elmer lets it go. It goes behind the Norfolk net. The Admirals are on the puck. It's Mackenzie Dwyer feeding it up the left side for Carlson. Ryan Carlson playing just his 3rd game for Norfolk. He did not play for the Admirals on Wednesday here in Jacksonville. Dwyer rims it around behind the Jacksonville net. Evingson knocks it away. Howardchuk got his head up just in time to avoid a big-time hit. Norfolk keeps the puck in the zone briefly. Now they keep it in again. Comes to the left circle for the Admirals. Robertson, wrister in a screen, blocked in front. It's kicked up high by Jacksonville. Gerdukas with a backhand feed looking for Howardchuk. He'll continue it on and then shove a man down as well as Harwell gets taken down to his knees. 17-14 to go in the first period. Already 1-0 Lizard Kings on an opening minute goal from Joey Sides. A slam dunk right at the goal mouth on a centering feed from Zach Berzola. Here's Craig Martin dropping it back to his own line for Sean Giles. Giles D-to-D for Pavel Verobe. And redirecting in his Sides. Oh no, he did not redirect it in. Apparently he didn't get a piece of it. So we'll bring it back into the Jacksonville end with the score 1-0 Lizard Kings. And a wonderful crowd here on a Saturday night as well. All the way up to the top row behind the net of Beck Warm. They've even got quite a few people in the seating area behind Charles Williams, which is usually the last to be seated, but not tonight, Reader.
No, absolutely not. Fans are still filing in, and the Lizard Kings already had the 1-0 lead in this game. Probably getting their stuff in the concession stands and all that stuff, and hear the crowd buzzing. But just how the Lizard Kings needed to start here. We were talking about it last night. They were so good at the end of the game. How tough would it be for them to get right back into the gear early in this one? And, well, they answered that question pretty fast.
Yeah.
45 seconds in.
Yeah, they are rolling, and they are continuing to roll despite the shootout loss yesterday. If anything, I wonder if that just kind of made them a little angry, knowing that they played so well but didn't get the result that they felt like they deserved.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Arlie. Again, there were some pretty upset guys after the game. I mean, as well as they played in those last 2 periods, especially that 3rd period in overtime. It was some of the best hockey we had seen. But despite that, despite how well they played, there were some guys in there disappointed in the result. And that's a good sign. We talked about that, how much pride these guys take into winning.
Charles Williams had to make a tricky save there on a deflection. It comes back to the blue line. Jacksonville comes away with it. They've got a 3-man rush. Head-man pass onside. It is Howardchuk. Sharp angle shot turned aside by Warm. Actually, it was Dominic Sacco with that shot getting the call tonight and getting in action. Number 32 in green for the Lizard Kings. It's Alex Tonge with a centering feed. Deflected away and into the corner. Verobe knocks it free. Here come the Lizard Kings. It's a 2-on-1. Mikulchuk right side looking for Sacco. Throws it on goal. Instead, it goes wide. That 2-on-1 didn't develop quite the way that the Lizard Kings would have liked to, as the Admirals get it to center ice, and Aiden Brown will tap it in behind the net of Charles Williams. Jacksonville right back in control. Brandon Fortunato, who had a whale of a game against the Admirals on Wednesday, 3 assists and named the #1 star of the game. Fortunato at center, comes free for Howardchuk, over the blue line, to the left it's Gerdukas on his backhand. Centering pass kicked aside by Warm. That pass turned into a shot on goal, and Warm had to be alert. Jacksonville gets it back at center. It is loose there briefly, but the Lizard Kings get it right back. Elmer over the blue line, tries to go wide on his man. Rister on goal, another pad save made by Warm. Rebound for Gerdukas. Trying to play it down low, goes off a couple of skates, comes free for the Lizard Kings. Howardchuk behind the Admiral net, spins away from a man, trying to center, there's nobody there, steps around a man, now he gets the centering feed away, just behind Elmer, but what a move that was from Howardchuk, as the Lizard Kings hold the puck in the zone, trying to get it in deep. It is Gerdukas with Elmer. Gerdukas from a sharp angle, can't take the shot, he'll play it to the blue line instead. Left point, it's Fortunato. Cross ice for Berzola. Playing it underneath, it is Elmer off the end boards. Taken away by Norfolk. Berzola steps back up. He'll keep it in the zone. Berzola spins away from a forechecker. Berzola all the way to the blue line. Leaves it for Fortunato at the right circle. Into the corner, it's Gerdukas trying to center. Has a man. Knocked away, though, by the Admirals. And they'll skate in the other direction in the form of Cody Milan. Milan just able to get to center ice. He needed a line change because they were working so hard defensively. 14.5 to go in the first period. It's Jacksonville 1, Norfolk 0 in the early going. An opening minute goal from Joey Sides. Lizard Kings get over the blue line. Offside will be called. Lynch was waiting for Sides to clear it in and play it in deep. He tried to skate in instead, and a little miscommunication causes the whistle.
Yeah, that's usually how it happens. Miscommunication, timing, it all plays a factor there. It could have been a decent rush there, but again, it's just a simple offside. We see him several in a game, and that time they just weren't on the same page.
Admirals win the neutral zone face-off, trying to clear it out. They do. It is Stephen Leonard. Stephen Leonard and his brother Sean Leonard, both members of this Admiral squad. One on D, one at forward. Derek Pearl for the Lizard Kings. Plays it behind in his own zone, and a good clean breakout here from the Lizard Kings. It is Pearl over the blue line. Lynch taps it away from a man, got hit on the play. He was vulnerable as he tried to reach out with that poke check to keep the puck in the zone. He's fine, and Norfolk gets through center ice. It is Stephen Leonard, broken up by Jacksonville. Here comes Lynch up the right side by himself for the moment. Step to the inside, can he get to the puck? Not quite, it was just out of his range. He'll leave it for Craig Martin in the left wing corner, however, and the cycling game is on here from Jacksonville. Around the wall to the opposite corner. Taking the angle is Derek Lodermeyer. He's double teamed, but he's keeping it moving along the corner. Helping out now for Jacksonville is Craig Martin. He gets stripped free by Norfolk. It is Rhodes behind his own net. He'll backhand it up the wall for Leonard, and the Admirals will break out. Over the blue line is Heffley. Poke checked away by Jacksonville. Heffley gets it back. Shot is deflected out of play by Jacksonville, and we will have our first break in the action. Great start for the Lizard Kings. 13:05 to go in the first period. It's already 1-0 Lizard Kings on a Joey Sides goal. This is Jacksonville Lizard Kings hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; AthleticKnit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Gray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
1-0 score. The Jacksonville Lizard Kings with the lead. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on flowhockey.tv or on Mixler, whatever your platform of choice is. Who are we to discriminate after all, as Jacksonville wins a faceoff in their own zone, but they will immediately ice the puck and will come right back into their end. 7 minutes and 1 second gone by in this contest, a penalty-free game so far. Reader, Jacksonville playing so well right now. It's really getting to be a point where the top 3 teams are separating from everybody else. I just looked at the standings. Not only is it a 3-way tie for first place, but they've built a double-digit cushion over Orlando, and all 3 of those teams have at minimum 5-game unbeaten in regulation streaks right now.
Yeah.
You have to be playing at your best just to keep pace right now.
Yeah, you do, and all these teams are playing so well that again, just ask Orlando. Just a couple weeks, they kind of had a little bit of a down streak, and now they're already getting a big deficit, and that's how pivotal it is right now. These games are really important here, even though we still got some time, a lot of time left in the season. But again, Orlando is a perfect example of that. They're starting to kind of tail away and get in their own little tier right now. They're going to have to get it turned around quickly to keep pace and get back in the bunch here. But good point, Arlie.
Yeah, Solar Bears right now are 11 points back. Here comes Norfolk with a breakaway. It's Tanj, and he will score, putting it over the blocker of Charles Williams and under the bar. And the leading scorer for the Admirals has made it a 1-1 hockey game.
Yeah, just like that. As good as the Lizard Kings were coming out here today, now it's a 1-1 game. And again, Alex Tanj, you give him an opportunity, he's going to put it in. And we talked about it on Wednesday. Norfolk's problem really wasn't scoring goals for the most part. It really just had a lot to do with the defensive side. But Alex Tanj, Chase Lang, those guys are the ones that are you got to watch out for. And a breakaway chance for him, he's going to put it in most of the time.
So 1-1 hockey game right now as Alex Tanj connects for goal number 19 on the season for him. That would lead any Jacksonville player as Norfolk gets it back in the zone. A wrist shot from Lang is deflected into the corner, held in by Cody Milan around the wall behind the net, centering feed. That was dangerous for Jacksonville, but it comes up high, and here come the Lizard Kings. Howardchuk over the blue line, tries to find a trailer. There's nobody there. That was dangerous in itself. I think the Lizard Kings would consider themselves fortunate that it ended up deep in their own zone. Croy Evingson picking up the loose puck. 1-1, Norfolk right back in it. It is Evingson with a long home run pass, gets by everybody, but Howardchuk's going to beat everybody to the puck. Behind the net, can Howardchuk locate it? Not quite. Gerdukis gets a piece of it, trying to move it along the boards, but the Admirals are able to backhand it out to center. And the Lizard Kings take over from there. Touch pass for Martin, trying to go wide on Hausinger. Martin at the left circle. Feeds it for Joey Sides in the corner. Sides looking for a trailer. Throws it into the slot. Verobe was open. He was beaver tailing his stick looking for the pass. But now a turnover and Jacksonville gets it back. It is Martin to the blue line for Verobe. One-timer goes wide. Comes back to the left point. Sean Giles will play it underneath for Martin. Martin on his backhand. Centering pass. Jacksonville can't get the shot away. Now they do. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Score! Sean Giles has just made it 2-1. And the Lizard Kings are right back on top. Wham, bam, boom for Sean Giles.
Sean Giles, the defenseman, he is getting all his goals in front of the net right now, Arlie. That's how he's gotten his last two. And that one no different there, in front of the net, pinching up and making plays.
9:10 the time of the goal, and that's one of those greasy, dirty goals from about 6-7 feet in. The Lizard Kings actually got about 3 shots on goal in that situation. Giles with the third attempt. It's not like he hammered that puck into the net. He just kind of redirected it towards goal. They're going to replay this one as well. They're looking to see if maybe there's goaltender interference. So this one is not on the board just yet. Hold the phone. We've got to see if there's some potential goaltender interference to see if this goal is going to stand. And that is not something I was looking at on the replay, so I'm not going to be able to give you a good idea one way or the other. I know that there was a mad scramble in and around the crease, but I don't know if any Lizard King players encroached on that crease and in the space of Beck Warm. We'll have to see that replay again. See if it counts.
They're going to have the overhead view on it, and we'll see. They'll have the best view. So we'll see.
There's another replay. Nobody currently in the crease. There's somebody coming in. Tough to say. Abbott Gerdukis was right at the top of the crease. He was going for the puck at first. On the second attempt, Gerdukis actually had the second shot on goal that Warm made a save on. After that, I don't know. Tough to tell. They're going to take a good long look at this. And I'm not sure if the overhead camera is going to be good enough to be able to see. Maybe, maybe not. If the goal stands, it'll be goal number 5 on the season for Sean Giles. It's going to be very, very close. If anything, Reader, I don't know if you want to put the headset on right now. I know we're having a little audio difficulty with you, but if anything, it seemed like perhaps Warm is the one who created the contact with Gerdukis rather than the other way around.
I think that's what I'm seeing here. Now, again, they're only getting an overhead view to my knowledge, but looking at it here on a replay here with the side camera, he does kind of push himself up a little bit into the play and make the contact.
They waved it off.
Yeah.
They waved it off.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know what angles they get, Arlie, but looking at the side angle, which I don't think that they get an overhead angle. To me, it looks like he skates up into the top crease, into that interference.
That is as demonstrative as I have seen Nick Luco all year long, with a double hand wave, the right hand wave at the referee, then the left hand wave at the referee. He is furious. And he is never furious. He is as even-keeled as they come. But you can tell he is livid with that call.
Yeah, he's got a case without question. Again, I think the goaltender put himself in that position there to get the contact. And even with the contact, I didn't even see any body contact. I think it was more Gerdukis' stick. So I don't know. Again, I don't know all the angles they get. I'm pretty sure it's just an overhead. But the side view we have access to kind of suggested otherwise.
So Jacksonville gets the puck back behind their own net, and it's still a 1-1 hockey game. That goal has been disallowed from Sean Giles. And the Lizard Kings have to regroup here as Mikulchuk takes a man down, and that is Mackenzie Dwyer, who is still down for Norfolk. Jacksonville keeps the puck in the offensive zone as well. Centering feed from Sacco. That's picked off by Norfolk. Dwyer is back up on his feet. He is okay. He will slowly head towards the bench as the Admirals will play it into the offensive end. It's Colton Heffley into the left wing corner. Trying to knock it free for Tonj. Tonj loses it. Mikulchuk with a steal. Mikulchuk trying to go wide on Leonard. He just wanted a line change, so it'll go into the Admiral zone, but it's going to be icing against Jacksonville this time. With 9:50 to go, and Vlad Mikulchuk and the rest of his mates are going to have to hang out on the ice for a little while longer. You can still look at Nick Luco and see just how much he is seething right now. Hand on his hip right now.
Hands on the hips.
Yeah, never a good look for body language right there.
Yeah, I don't think there's really many situations where any coach is happy about a goal being taken off, but that one in particular. But yeah, he's still fuming a little bit here. But you know, if you're the Lizard Kings, you just gotta, you know, buckle down and just go get it back. You know, you're still playing well, you're still getting your opportunities, and they certainly have shown that they have the ability to create more chances. So just have to go try to get it back.
Lizard Kings win the face-off. They will clear it out this time without it being icing. And a quick line change for Jacksonville.
And that's too bad, Arlie, that a goal didn't stand, because Gerdukis, that would have been 5 games in a row with a goal. So if that one had stood.
Now it's Jacksonville coming back. Elmer touching the puck for Howardchuk, who is flying. He's really got his skating legs going. Gerdukis knocks it free. Stolen now by Norfolk. Here comes Tonj starting a 3-man rush. Cross ice for Brown, all the way behind the Jacksonville net. Winging it around, Rhodes feeds it to the blue line. Tebow with a shot on net. Save is made, rebound knocked wide by Blake Murray, and it comes free for the Lizard Kings. Fortunato, left to right feed for Elmer. Elmer fakes the shot. Button hooks at the half wall, tries to knock it away, but gives it up to Alex Tonj for the Admirals. Tonj has the goal for Norfolk tonight on a breakaway. 8:50 to go in the first period. 1-1 is your score. It's Derek Pearl for the Lizard Kings, gaining center ice before rimming it around. Comes around the boards to the far side. Norfolk picks it up. They've got a 3-on-2 odd man rush over the blue line. It is Hausinger. Drop pass knocked away by Jacksonville, but it's played in by Cody Milan. Milan can't get the shot away, but Norfolk still has it. Lang with a sharp angle shot. Save is made by Williams. Rebound and a centering pass from the Admirals. That's picked off by Jacksonville, and here they come up the wall. Martin, can he reach the puck? Not quite. Beck Warm, still from his crease, is able to play it off the boards and out to center. And the Admirals maybe with another 2-on-1. Milan with a shot. It goes over the crossbar, well over the bar. And it comes free for the Lizard Kings and Croy Evingson on the left wing. Pavel Verobe, stick handling to center ice. Tries to find Lynch, but it's tapped away right back to the Admirals. Over the line for Norfolk is Cody Milan. He's by himself. Norfolk trying to get a line change here. Jacksonville trying to capitalize on that. It's Luke Lynch at center. Clean entry into the zone, but the pass goes behind Verobe. Jacksonville unable to keep it in the zone because of it. Carlson coming back for Norfolk. Tries to find Heffley on the feed. Knocked away by Jacksonville. Around the wall, held in at the blue line. Shot is deflected wide by Harwell. Into the near side corner. Big collision there. A couple of men involved from each team. Ultimately, Jacksonville comes away with a change. It is Lynch looking for McCallchuk. It's out of his reach. Robertson circles the back of his net, plays it off the end boards, and a turnover here for Jacksonville. Lodermeyer drops it into the corner. Berzola tries to knock it free. Admirals are on the puck. Robertson off the boards, broken up at center by Evingson. He'll play it cross ice for Berzola. And here come the Lizard Kings again. Lodermeyer over the blue line, onside for Harris. Harris so shifty with the puck. Can't keep it in the zone. He gets it back at center. Harris regroups. What a deke by Harris over the blue line by himself. Touch pass to the left. He finds the man in Elmer. Elmer with a shot towards goal from a sharp angle. Save is made by Warm. Rebound for Norfolk. Playing it up the wall. It's picked off by Jacksonville. Elmer in the slot. Tries for the drop pass. Howardchuk is there on his backhand. Curls back to the forehand. Cross ice look. It goes into the corner for Gerdukis. Gerdukis leaving the puck for Howardchuk. Howardchuk stepped on the puck and fell down, and Norfolk comes away with it and moves it to center ice. They've got a 2-on-2 breakout. Murray tries to go cross ice. What a great play there by Zach Berzola defensively. Long outlet pass, trying for the home run pass was Jacksonville, but unable to get it to Ben Howardchuk. 6:07 to go in the first period. 1-1 is your score. It is Leonard for Norfolk by everybody. No icing here. Why was that night icing? They said that Sean Giles could have played the puck. And we will play on. Giles has already had a goal taken away. Now he had an icing call taken away. It's Martin, 4 sides. To the right for Lynch. Passes behind him, and it comes out to center. And a little more miscommunication here from Jacksonville as the Admirals play it in deep. Pearl is on the puck first. Ridden off the play by Chase Lang. Centering feed from the Admirals, gets knocked behind the net. Comes loose back to Williams. He'll cover it up and take the face-off. Pretty good contest right now. 5:29 to go in period number 1. It's the Jacksonville Lizard Kings 1, the Norfolk Admirals 1. This is Jacksonville Lizard Kings hockey. Upgrade to a pro subscription, and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FlowHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet, experience the best.
It's a 1-1 hockey game along with Alex Reed. Arlie Johnson with you. 5 minutes and 28 seconds to go in period number 1. The Lizard Kings thought that they had taken a 2-1 lead, but a controversial goal disallowed. Sides with a wrister for Jacksonville. I shouldn't say that it was a controversial play. It was a clear-cut goal, but controversially, it was overturned. That's kind of where we're coming at there with that. And so it stays as a 1-1 contest instead.
Yeah, I misspoke there. I thought that Gerdukas had that goal. It was Giles whose goal was waved off there. So just so everyone knows, though, he's got a 4-game goal streak coming in, Gerdukas does. So
and still plenty of time, Reed.
Still plenty of time. But, yeah, it was Giles who initially would have had the goal had it stood. But, again, goaltender interference was the reasoning why it was waved off.
Admirals win the faceoff in their own zone. They'll skate out 2-on-2. Lang with Corson defending is Fortunato. Lang steps around him. Got a shot deflected behind the net. That was well done. Good recovery there from Zach Brazola. Now Williams has to make a save on the opposite side, and he'll take a draw to his right. That was a nice move there from Chase Lang stepping around Fortunato. And then Lang with a little bit of a shove on Luke Lynch afterwards. Certainly not afraid to mix it up. The former Icemen and the fans here are well aware that he can do a little more than just put the puck in the net.
Well, he was leading scorer for the team a couple of seasons ago, and that season that was cut short due to COVID. But Lang was leading the team in scoring. He had a healthy amount of penalty minutes. He was not afraid to drop the mitts when needed to, and play with a little grit. So he's still chirping about with Lang or Lynch that are on the Lizard Kings bench.
Giles, oh, what a huge hit that was. They're saying it's clean behind the play. I wonder if Giles is going to go after him. And we've got a fight going behind the play. Sean Giles going after him, and I think it is Heffley behind the play. Giles with a right hand, big right hand there from Giles. Then Giles goes down ultimately. It was Chase Harwell that was in that fight with Sean Giles, and Giles with his hands up straight to the referee. How was that not a penalty?
Yeah, he got blasted there behind, and again, they let it go, and then that was what brought the frustration out on Giles, and he's shaking up a little bit right now. I think he's going to head down the tunnel.
I think Giles would have loved to have gone to the referee before going to the tunnel, but him and Chase Harwell are both into the locker room right now.
Because there's only 4:45 left in the period, and they're going to get a 5-minute major. So 5 minutes apiece. Sean Giles has had quite the eventful first 15 minutes and change of this game. A goal disallowed, an icing disallowed, a penalty, a non-penalty there on what would have been what I thought was a fairly clear-cut boarding call was not called, and then a fight because of the hit on Giles. So he has been front and center for the Lizard Kings tonight, and we'll see if maybe he has an impact later on in this contest. He certainly has had an impact in the opening period of play. 5-on-5 still on the ice from the 5-minute fighting majors. Faceoff is in the Icemen offensive zone. McCalchuk with a wrister. Glove save is made by Warm, and he'll take the draw to his left. And we're gonna take another break in the action with 4:36 to go in period number 1. It's a 1-1 hockey game. This is Jacksonville Lizard Kings hockey. When you're feeling the freeze, you can grab your Icemen gear at the Icemen Team Shop. Just visit jacksonvilleicemen.com/merch to visit our online store. You can purchase Icemen team jerseys, t-shirts, hats, pucks, kids gear, and much more. If you're at the game, you can also stop by our merchandise kiosk located in the arena concourse. If you're located out of town but want to show your support for the Icemen from afar, shipping options are available.
So visit JacksonvilleIcemen.com/merch to get your Icemen swag today.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Face off in the Admirals zone, 1-1 hockey game. Lizard Kings win the draw. Centering pass from Berzola, turned aside actually by Warm. It ended up being on goal, I think, on a deflection along the far side wall. Battle along the boards. Norfolk comes away with it. They've got a 2-on-2 rush. Leading that attack is Christian Hausinger. Hausinger with a drop pass for Murray. Glove save is made by Williams. Routine save from the outside of the circle with 4:15 to go. I got to say, though, give credit to the Norfolk Admirals. One thing that maybe most of you don't know, Norfolk played last night in Atlanta. Maybe a lot of you know that. What you don't know is on their drive over here, they had some issues with a flat tire, and it made it very difficult. A long, long trip for them.
Yeah.
I don't want to say how long, but let's just say way longer than it needed to be. Coming off a trip, going up to Atlanta, coming back to Jacksonville. Give them credit. I think they're playing a pretty strong game for them right now.
Yeah, despite everything they were dealing with, it's not been bad at all here for them. It's a 1-1 game. I mean, with 4 minutes left, they got to be pretty pleased where they're at right now here at this juncture in the game.
Norfolk in control at center ice. Long snapshot on goal. Williams makes the save from distance, long distance, and a clean break out of the zone for the Lizard Kings. It is Martin for Lynch, onside right up the middle. Backhands it to the left for Joey Sides. He has the goal tonight for the Lizard Kings. Martin gets his pocket pick. Norfolk clears it away. Foot race for the puck. Evingson wins it. Finds Martin, who drops it back for Pearl. Pearl with a long outlet pass. Deflected into the zone by Sides. It is Robertson on the puck for Norfolk. Comes around the boards, and Sides will keep it in on the turnover. Drop pass knocked away. At the blue line, it's kicked out of the zone by Norfolk. Trying to clear it right back in is Martin, and a line change for Jacksonville. Coming up in the first intermission, we are going to have your ECHL Plays of the Week, so stick around for that. You don't want to miss it. Why would you ever want to miss it after all? Norfolk in their own zone. Around the boards, cross ice look, picked off by Jacksonville. Fortunato up the right side. McCallchuk will redirect in, trying to step around Tebow in the right wing corner. McCallchuk gets it free. Can Harris work the puck to the blue line? Verobe does hold it in. Bouncer towards goal. Turned into the corner by Warm. Play is getting much more physical right now, yet still no power plays for either team just yet. McCallchuk takes the body. Verobe holds the puck in the zone. Harris at the right circle. Deflects back to the blue line. Verobe cannot get it. It's a 2-on-1 for Norfolk. Lang on the left wing circle. Takes the shot and scores. Off the post and in, and Norfolk has the lead. It is 2-1 with 2:28 to go in the first.
Yeah, if you're Norfolk, you got to be pleased based on the way this game started. You're thinking, oh boy, here it goes again. But no, they've gotten the last 2 goals. They have the lead right now, and it was Chase Lang coming in. He's a finisher, and finished it off there. What was a 2-on-1, eventually became a 3-on-1, Arlie there, but just a mishap there at the blue line for the Lizard Kings. And Norfolk right now, they got to be feeling really good about themselves right now. 2-1, they've scored the last 2 here and take the lead.
This game is not going quite the way that Jacksonville thought. We didn't think it was going to be this way, especially after Jacksonville scored in the opening minute of play, but they are letting Norfolk back into the game. Here's another chance for the Admirals. Blocker save is made by Williams. Rebound cleared out by Jacksonville. No icing. Admirals pick it up in the corner. It is Rhodes around the wall for Tanj. Comes around and it's held in by Jacksonville. Elmer, great shift around a man. Wrister on net. Save made by Warm. Got it with the right shoulder and glove. And he'll take the faceoff to his right. We have 2:01 to go in the first period of play. And we'll see if the Lizard Kings can respond before heading into the locker room. What a frustrating period this has been for Jacksonville. Had a goal disallowed. Had what appeared to be a clear-cut boarding penalty not called, which resulted in a fight. Now another man goes down for Norfolk. Jacksonville holds the puck in the zone. Wrister towards goal. Knocked out in front. Here's the Lynch, who put it high and wide. Really airmailed that shot from only about 20 feet out. And for full disclosure, Jacksonville, I wonder if they maybe got away with a tripping call in that situation as well, but we will play on. Puck is in the Lizard King zone. Jacksonville works it free to center ice. It is Rhodes who will swing it around. Lizard Kings with it. Long outlet pass. Martin will deflect it in behind the net of Warm. Warm around the wall. Comes free. Lynch tries to hold it in. Can't do it. Comes free to center ice. Jacksonville back with it. What do we have here? Do we have too many men? Too many men on Norfolk, perhaps? What's the call going to be here? Cole Rui making the call. I think it's going to be too many men on Norfolk. That's exactly going to be the call.
Yeah, that's going to give the Lizard Kings a power play here with 1:21 to go and try to make it a little momentum back. It just seemed like Jacksonville, they were rolling. They had the 1-0 lead. Looked like it was going to be 2-0. And then once that goal was disallowed, the mood changed, not only really down the ice, but in the building here. And just the whole dynamic changed, and it gave Norfolk some second life. And they've taken advantage, scoring the last two. Now Jacksonville's got a chance on the power play to try to even things up before the end of the period.
So let's see what they can do with it. The Lizard Kings this year, 17th in the league on the power play, 18.7%. Norfolk's penalty kill, 22nd overall at only 77.5%. Lizard Kings have the puck, but they've got it at center ice. 1:07 to go in the period. It's Elmer over the blue line, cuts to the right, drops it for Gerdukas. Gerdukas into the corner, loses it, but they get it right back. It is Harris spinning away from a man. Great work by Harris to keep possession. Seam pass is deflected, comes back to the blue line for Fortunato. Harris at the right half wall. Fakes a pass, continues with possession. Harris again regroups at the dot to the center point. It's Fortunato left side, slapper on net, saved by Warm. Rebound for Norfolk, turning and clearing it away is going to be Sam Tebow. 34 seconds to go on the power play for the Lizard Kings. It's Williams. He'll play it around the boards himself for Croy Evingson. 25 seconds to go in the period. Over the blue line for Jacksonville, it's Craig Martin. Offside is called against Jacksonville. With 23.5 seconds to go. The draw will be in the neutral zone. Luke Lynch on it for the Lizard Kings. Here comes Jacksonville, right back into the zone. Comes the Lizard Kings. Howardchuk, down to 15 seconds to go in the period. Howardchuk circles the back of the net, all the way to the right circle for Martin. Martin takes the shot, hit the post to the short side. Puck goes up into the air. Was it deflected or is it a delay of game? They're saying it is a deflection, so a faceoff will be in the Norfolk zone with 5.9 seconds to go. And one last chance here for Jacksonville on the power play in this period. They'll still have a little bit of time left in the second period if they don't score here. But enough opportunity for a face-off win, maybe a pass and a shot. Jacksonville wins the draw, but it goes all the way out to center ice. So that will do it for this period. The horn sounds, and it's the Jacksonville Lizard Kings down by 1 after one period of play. The Lizard Kings took the lead just 43 seconds in. Joey Sides is 7th of the year from Zach Brzola and Vlad Mikulchuk. But give Norfolk credit. They equalize on a breakaway from Alex Tonge, and after a Jacksonville goal was disallowed, it was the Admirals taking the lead on Chase Lang's 16th goal of the season.
Yeah, Chase Lang, he was able to finish off that play, and it's a 2-1 lead now for the Admirals. They've got to be very excited about how this has played out for them. Again, based on how it started. 45 seconds in, the Lizard Kings had the lead, and then they had another goal, but it was taken off the board. That's when the game changed. Norfolk had second life, and it was their top two guys, Arlie, that they really lean on for scoring. Alex Tonge scores on a breakaway. Then Chase Lang on an odd man rush finishes it off. And so the two big guys making plays that able to get it done, and now they have the lead here, Arlie. And Rod Taylor's got to be thrilled about that.
So Norfolk on top, 2-1, not the way this one was scripted, and the Lizard Kings are going to have to come from behind in this one, a situation that they have not had to do too often. They did come back from 1-goal deficits on a pair of occasions last night. Ultimately, it was a shootout loss. They want a little more out of this one tonight against the Norfolk Admirals. We will take a break and return in a couple minutes. When we do, we'll be joined by your ECHL Plays of the Week. Don't go anywhere. This is Jacksonville Lizard Kings hockey on Mixlr and on FlowHockey.tv.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Iceman Hockey, feel the freeze.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
From across America's premier AA hockey league, this is the ECHL Plays of the Week.
High slap shot, off the glove, and in! Now for the net, he scores! Right there, he scores! Slip that out to the blue line, shot, scores! Rodney scores!
It's rewrite the record book! It's a hat trick!
He skates in over the line, Deeks shoots, in the slot, shot, save, game is over!
Greetings, hockey fans, and welcome to another edition of the ECHL Plays of the Week. I am Andrew Smith, the voice of the Indy Fuel, and your guide for this week's top plays from around North America's premier AA hockey league. We begin our tour around the league in Cincinnati, where the Cyclones got a pleasant surprise Friday morning when goaltender Michael Hauser was returned to the team for the first time since November. Hauser had recently signed an NHL contract with the Buffalo Sabres and went 2-0 at the game's highest level this season, picking up wins over the Ottawa Senators and Philadelphia Flyers in January. The veteran keeper was thrown into Friday's game against the Tulsa Oilers and went toe-to-toe with Jack Doremus on a penalty shot.
Jack Doremus, 20 goals on the season. That's tied for third best in the ECHL. He picks the puck up, cutting left on the penalty shot. Doremus now, backhander, and he's denied by Michael Hauser. A massive penalty shot save from Hauser back from the Buffalo Sabres.
That was Andrew Mossbrooks with the call on the Cyclones broadcast network. Hauser finished the game with 27 saves and helped the Cyclones to a 5-2 victory. The Iowa Heartlanders have played above 500 hockey for the last 3 months, and the team's youngest pieces have become key contributors. One of those, rookies Adrian Baraldo, now leads active Iowa Blue Liners in goals and points.
laces one down left circle. Bennett back to the blue line for Adrian. A crank! He scores! Oh man, a rifle! Adrian Beraldo! It's 4-2. And Adrian Beraldo from the left wing blue line from way downtown, the suburbs of Portage for that bomb.
Beraldo's crank provided the important insurance for the Heartlanders in their 5-2 victory over the Kalamazoo Wings on Saturday. That's David Fine with a call on the Heartlanders Broadcast Network. The Wichita Thunder have been on quite the roll as of late, and one player that has been a major factor is rookie forward Logan Fredericks. On Friday night, he got the Thunder on the board just 2 minutes into the game with his highlight reel goal in Wichita's 4-3 victory over the Allen Americans. Here's Jason Malz with the call on the Thunder Radio Network on the Field Pass Hockey app.
Vance gets to a loose puck, plays it on the near side. And now with possession is Logan Fredericks. Right side is center, comes down the middle lane, makes a nice move, gets to his forehand, and he puts it under the arm of Parasini and scores! What a highlight reel goal there from Logan Fredericks. Skates past Chad Costello and put it to the far side, and he makes it 1-0 Wichita.
Maine Mariners forward Connor Bleakley entered Sunday's game against Trois-Rivières with 99 career ECHL points, as his team looked to avoid a winless home weekend. Following tough losses on Friday and Saturday, 60 minutes were not enough to decide a winner on Sunday as the game advanced past regulation tied at 1. Midway through the overtime session, Bleakley chose the perfect time to hit his milestone.
Bleakley into the zone, off for Heinem right side. Heinem drives in, Heinem to the front, couldn't get a shot away. Played it back up to Nate Callan now, getting overtime ice for the first time. Callan lets it roll off to Heinem on the far side. Tyler Heinem, Connor Bleakley scores! Connor Bleakley gets his 100th career ECHL point in style. A one-time bullet to win it in overtime. The Mariners beat the Lions 2-1.
That's Michael Keeley on the Mariners Broadcast Network. The Mariners and the Lions have gone to extra time in 6 of their 13 meetings this season, with the Mariners winning the last 3. In his 16th professional season, Worcester Railers captain Jordan LaValle Smotherman is having a phenomenal campaign back in his home state, playing close to family and friends. LaValle Smotherman scored his league-leading 22nd goal of the year Monday afternoon in a 5-4 loss at Utah.
Railers back deep in their own end. Osmanski takes control for Worcester. With some time and space, he'll shake his way out through center. Now across the attacking line. Right circle, LaValle Smotherman unloads a drive. Ricochets off the back wall. Now Coughlin activating behind the cage in front. LaValle Smotherman, he scores! The 22nd goal this season for the Railers captain, Jordan LaValle Smotherman, receiving a feed from Liam Coughlin behind the net, and LaValle Smotherman from the high slot, a one-timer, beats Peyton Jones, low near side, and the Railers take a 1-0 lead with 9:25 to go in the opening period.
That was Cam McGuire with a call on 98.9 Nash Icon, the Railers radio network. Heading into the week, LaValle Smotherman is tied for second in the ECHL with 22 goals. The Florida Everblades sit in second place in the South Division after taking 5 of a possible 6 points last week, including a 2-game sweep of the South Carolina Stingrays. On Saturday, Everblades forward Dylan Vander Esch scored a pair of goals to lead Florida to a 4-3 victory.
It's worked along the far side boards and back to the blue line. It's taken back by the Blades, and it's a 2-on-1 break. Vander Esch moving in, shooting, he scores!
That was Mike Kelly on the Everblades Broadcast Network. Nobody in the ECHL is hotter than Cody Sylvester is right now for the Atlanta Gladiators. After a 4-point night with 2 goals last Sunday against Greenville, Sylvester has now lit the lamp in 7 consecutive games, the longest goal streak in the league this season. He owns a 6-game goal streak from earlier in the campaign as well, giving him 2 of the 4 longest such streaks in the ECHL. Here is his first goal from Atlanta's 5-1 victory over Greenville last Sunday.
Topadich walks the line, turns, shoots, save in front. Neely looking for the rebound. It's cleaned up by Beauchamp, but not out of the zone. Atlanta holds it in. Sylvester high slot, shoots, and scores! Tony Sylvester takes the top right corner, and it's 3-0.
That was Mike Folta on the Gladiators Broadcast Network. We finish our tour around the ECHL with a thriller in Orlando. Through 67 minutes of regulation and overtime, Orlando's Brad Barone had turned aside everything the Indy Fuel had thrown his way, as had Indy's Justin Kapelmaster in a double shutout. The game ultimately came down to Barone making two critical stops in the shootout on the Fuel's Jared Thomas and Darian Craighead.
Thomas takes over. Right side, moving in on Barone. Winds, drives, glove save Barone. Nothing doing there. And the Fuel must score here to keep this one going. It'll be Darian Craighead in on Barone. Barone for the game. Craighead left circle, moves in, fires, misses. Solar Bears win. Your final score, 1-0 in the shootouts.
That's Jesse Liebman on the Solar Bears Broadcast Network. It was Barone's second shutout of the season. He now leads the ECHL with 18 wins entering this week. That'll do it for this week's ECHL Plays of the Week. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to enjoy all of the live action from across the ECHL on Flow Hockey. I am the Indy Fuel's Andrew Smith, wishing you a great week and great hockey.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Fans, when you're feeling the freeze, you can grab your Icemen gear at the Icemen Team Shop. Just visit JacksonvilleIcemen.com/merch to visit our online store. You can purchase Icemen team jerseys, t-shirts, hats, pucks, kids gear, and much more. If you're at the game, you can also stop by our merchandise kiosk located in the arena concourse. If you're located out of town but want to show your support for the Icemen from afar, shipping options are available. So visit JacksonvilleIcemen.com/merch to get your Icemen swag today.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax, knowing you're managing your money the right way. Yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey. Feel the freeze.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing face-up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
We are back between periods 1 and 2 in downtown Jacksonville. Arlie Johnson with Alex Reed. It is a 2-1 game. The Norfolk Admirals trying to pull the upset tonight. They've got the lead in Jacksonville over the Lizard Kings. Remember, it is still Jacksonville Lizard Kings weekend. And after the Lizard Kings got an opening minute goal, the Admirals come back with a pair of their own to reverse the deficit and give themselves a 1-goal lead. Reader, let's move to the ECHL scoreboard right now. Amazingly, on this Saturday night in February, 3 of the teams in the South Division are idle tonight. Greenville, Orlando, along with the Atlanta Gladiators, all not in action this evening. But there is one game of note. It's the Florida Everblades, who were here last night, of course, and maybe one of the best games of the year that we've seen. They went up to Charleston tonight, and it's the Stingrays trying to pull the upset, just as the Norfolk Admirals are. That game actually started an hour earlier than this one. It was a 6 o'clock start. And so far, so good for Jacksonville. South Carolina is pulling off the upset. Through 40 minutes, they are entering the third period with a 3-2 Stingray lead, hosting the Florida Everblades. Ryan Domowski, what a find for the Stingrays. He's got a pair of goals tonight, and he's been a big portion of their offense lately.
Yeah, he really has. 2 goals here, and including the tying and go-ahead goal. So looking at that game right now, if you're the Atlanta Gladiators right now, you got the biggest grin on your face on looking at this scoreboard here. Obviously, the 2 teams that you're tied with are both down right now after a period of play in this game, and then after 2 periods of play with the early 6 o'clock start there in North Charleston.
Elsewhere around the league, we do have one final score tonight, Battle of Canada. The Trois-Rivières Lions have defeated the Newfoundland Growlers 3-2. Newfoundland's playing some pretty good hockey. Both those teams looks like they are playoff bound in the North Division. Elsewhere in that division, the Adirondack Thunder a 3-1 advantage over the Maine Mariners. That's midway through the second period. We're early in the second period from Indianapolis. The Indy Fuel and Wichita Thunder are still scoreless. The Wheeling Nailers, what a great year for them after a handful of years where they have floundered, but not this year. 28-19, 1-0, and they've got a big lead, 3-0 already at home over the Kalamazoo Wings. They have just begun the second period there. As good as Jacksonville has been this year, they are not as good as the Toledo Walleye. Toledo, far and away the best record in the ECHL. Jacksonville, by the way, is second in the entire league in win percentage, but they trail only Toledo. They are hosting the Reading Royals tonight. Great matchup there between Toledo and Reading. I believe those are the 2 first-place teams, in fact, in their respective divisions. They are just underway. It is a 0-0 hockey game between Toledo and Reading. And it is, in fact, first place Toledo in the Central Division against first place Reading in the North Division. So what a matchup that is as well.
Well, we're coming down that stretch here. March is going to be next week, Harley, and that's when things really go up a whole nother level here. And we've had a pretty fun week of hockey so far, and I just imagine it's just going to get better as the weeks go on here.
Second period is underway. Jacksonville still has a power play for 31 more seconds. We'll see if they can work some magic here early on in this period. We have an offside call, however, immediately against Jacksonville. Timing was thrown off very quickly there. The Lizard Kings will send out Derek Lodermeyer with Jake Elmer and Abbott Gerdukas. Brandon Fortunato and Brendan Harris are on the ice. Harris as the 4th forward. Despite his stature, he's only 5'7", but he's got a cannon of a shot. Lizard Kings drive it into the zone. They get the puck free. They'll work it to the blue line. Fortunato skates away from a man. Tapped loose by Norfolk. Foot race for the puck on the clear out. Elmer giving chase. Nobody's going to catch Jake Elmer at a foot race. Jacksonville had the right guy going after the puck there. But there's only 5 seconds left on the power play as the Lizard Kings skate into the zone. It is Gerdukas going wide on a man. He'll stop at the corner. Teams are now at full strength, but Jacksonville has the puck. Wrister in a screen. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Tapping it towards goal. It comes wide. Norfolk plays it to the blue line, but not out yet. Evenson with a wrister. Easy glove save there for Beck Warm. And give Warm a bunch of credit as well in the first period as he allowed a goal in the opening minute. But after that, he really solidified his game and kind of kept the Admirals in it just long enough for them to regain the lead, or take the lead, I guess I should say.
Well, Beck Warm, he made his first start since December 28th last night in Atlanta. He made 34 saves and a loss. So, he played really well last night. He's been up in the American Hockey League with the Chicago Wolves. So, he's the next level goaltender. And a lot of the goaltenders here in this league are, Harley.
Yeah.
And Warm no different. And once he settled in here after a few barrage of shots and a little momentum by the Lizard Kings tonight, he settled in nicely. And you're right, gave a team a chance to get back in it. And they have. They've got the lead.
Lizard Kings get the puck deep in their own zone as Norfolk had cleared the zone on the faceoff. Croy Evenson waiting behind the cage, waiting to see which way he goes. Comes right up the gut. Clean break out of his end. Deflected puck goes into the Admiral zone. Leonard on it first for Norfolk. Turns and just airmails it right back to center. Evenson with it again. So Leonard and Evenson playing catch with the puck right now. Cross ice look, looking for sides. That deflects into the Norfolk end. Here's Rhodes behind the boards for Sean Leonard. Leonard finds Stephen Leonard, his brother from Queens, New York, the hotbed of hockey. Rister from Norfolk deflects out of play. And we're gonna have a face-off in the Jacksonville zone. 18:15 to go in the second. It's 2-1 Norfolk.
Well, you just made the Queens, New York reference, and Dominic Sacco, who's in the lineup for the Lizard Kings tonight, he hails out of Brooklyn. So, little Brooklyn-Queens, little rivalry there.
All the boroughs represented. Of course, Icemen president Bob Arablo from Manhattan as well.
Yeah.
So let's get everybody involved. Maybe we can find somebody from Staten Island here somewhere. Norfolk wins the draw. They'll play it to the blue line. Deflected away by Jacksonville, not cleared yet. Trying to kick it ahead is Howarchuk. He does get it to center, bouncing puck, knocking it out of midair is Jake Elmer to take the puck over the blue line. Looks for Gerdukas, it's knocked free from him. Redirects right back to Warm, who has to cover it up, and then a couple of Norfolk players go after Elmer after the whistle. And we've got sticks up high, but all the gloves stay on the hands, and I believe order will be restored here.
I didn't really see a little late whack that time. I know that he was charging hard for the net. Maybe he did have to stick down and kind of took a jab at the glove of Beck Warm, but without question, Norfolk took exception to whatever Elmer did there, or just even being in the area. They didn't like it.
Faceoff will be to the right side of Warm. Brendan Harris at center with Vlad Mikulchuk and Derek Lodermeyer on the wings. Lodermeyer's seen a lot more left wing lately since Brendan Harris went to center. Interesting, because Lodermeyer is often looked at as the top faceoff man for Jacksonville. Here's Norfolk with a chance. Shot is blocked. That was a dangerous situation had it made it on net, but it never did. And Jacksonville plays it to center. It is Mikulchuk all by his lonesome. He'll chip and chase. Behind the net, big hit by Mikulchuk. Riding Ryan Carlson into the boards. Puck comes free. Can Jacksonville get there? Not quite. Norfolk pokes it loose. Double team now from the Lizard Kings. Harris tries to knock it loose. Mikulchuk is helping out. Mikulchuk ends up with the puck. All the way to the right wing circle. He'll take the body on a man. Lang then will get the puck free. He avoided that hit from Mikulchuk and knocks it free. Norfolk's got a 3-on-2 if they recognize, but the pass goes behind the man. Here comes Jacksonville. They've got a 2-on-1. Martin for Harris. Tries to go back to Martin, and he took the pass too late, but a penalty coming, and I believe this is going to be on the Admirals. Slashing is the call on Chase Lang. And the Lizard Kings go back to the power play, and an opportunity to even it up here early in the second period.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, the Lizard Kings here need to get this power play going here. They've only had one other opportunity, and they were unsuccessful on it. They'll get a chance right now to try to tie it up here with the man advantage. This power play unit has been heating up, Bartley. They've been finding ways to put the puck in here in recent games, and we'll see if they can do it here in a pretty pivotal point early in the second period to try to even things up.
Abbott Gerdukas, Derek Lodermeyer, Brendan Harris up front. Norfolk wins the draw. Turning and firing it out is Colton Heffley, or Chase Harwell. I've been confusing Heffley and Harwell all night long, I feel like. Number 15 and 25. Just too similar a name for me, I guess. I don't know. Broadcaster's block. Jake Elmer over the blue line for Jacksonville. Onside, Rister off the side of the net. Comes to the corner for Brendan Harris. He'll whip it around for Elmer at the left circle. To the line, it's Fortunato. Elmer gets it back at the top of the circle. Cross ice look, deflects right back to the Admirals. Trying to clear his Tebow. Around the boards, it's held in at the line. Fortunato behind the back pass for Harris at the right circle. Fortunato gets it back, winds and fires. Went wide of the net and ends up behind the cage. 2-on-2 battle along the walls, pulled free by Jacksonville. It is Harris at the right circle. Centers trying for the high tip for Gerdukas. It's knocked free. Jacksonville gets it back. Fortunato at the left point. Closes and fires. Save made by Warm. He saw it cleanly and was able to make what turned into a relatively routine save.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get it to the net. I think he'd like to have had a little bit more inside because Derek Lodermeyer was setting up at the top of the crease with the stick out just to get there in the nick of time to maybe get a piece of it and redirect it.
And Lodermeyer is maybe the best on the team in those deflection situations.
Yeah, he's real good. He had a lot of his goals last season in that fashion, has a few that way already this year.
1 minute left on the power play. Lizard Kings win another face-off, but the pass goes back to the blue line. It went right between the point men. A little more miscommunication than normal, not just on that situation, not on that play, but throughout the game, there's been a couple of situations of some miscommunication. Lizard Kings fortunate to get the puck back at center ice. They take it in over the blue line. Onside is Ben Howardchuk. Howardchuk taking it underneath the goal line. Cutting back to his forehand. Faking the pass is Martin. Playing it down low for Howardchuk. Cutting towards goal was Verobe, but he couldn't get the pass. Now it's Evingson at the blue line. Evingson around one man, gets some space. Great seam pass. Martin with a forehand, it is blocked. Comes loose, Martin gets it back. He got tripped up on the play. Penalty coming on Norfolk again. And Martin is down. And Jacksonville wants a piece, I believe, of Carter Robinson as Martin is still down on the play. Jake Reardon, the trainer for Jacksonville, comes out after Martin to see if he's okay. Martin on his knees right now. He just got up to his knees.
Yeah, you don't like to see that. Craig Martin, what a year he's having here, and just hit the 40-point mark last night, as did Abik Dukas, as they both shared the team lead in scoring. But Craig Martin's been just a career year for him, and a big part of this team's success here this season. And took a hit there, and boy, he gets up right now, but he's not able to put a ton of weight on it. But it seems to be getting better with more strides he takes, which is encouraging.
I'm hopeful that it's more a lower body than an upper body.
Yeah.
Although we can't tell for sure, but he's going straight to the bench, not to the locker room. That is a tremendous sign in itself. And I think he gets some appreciation from the fans as well for being able to get up from a hit like that. So the penalty to Norfolk's Carter Robinson, and it creates a brief 5-on-3 power play here for the Lizard Kings. If they can score in the next 13 seconds, they'll stay on the power play. Critical face-off, Lizard Kings win it. Fortunato closes, moves it cross ice, slap shot, save is made by Warm. Rebound for Gerdukas, plays it back to Harris and then to Fortunato. Fortunato for Harris, slap shot goes wide, comes all the way out to center, look out. Norfolk's out of the penalty box, it's a breakaway for Chase Lang. Lang to the backhand and a score. A shorthanded goal for Chase Lang. He came right out of the penalty box after a shot that went wide. A shorthanded goal for Norfolk, and it is 3-1 Admirals. And the Lizard Kings are in some trouble here on home ice.
Yeah, they really are. And probably in that situation, and I don't want to second guess anyone, but probably an ill-advised shot there at that angle. That's such a sharp angle. Chances are, and you one-time it, chances are you're not going to knock that, snipe that one in that situation. And what happened was it rattled wide so quickly, and it ricocheted wildly all the way out, and the timing was perfect there for Norfolk. Chase Lane coming out of the box. He's already finished once here today, and does it again. Continue having it. Now has a 2-goal game here and burning his former team here so far here in this game.
Yeah, Chase Lang with each of the last 2 goals. The Lizard Kings are still on the power play, but now it's at a point where there's some urgency to this one. Lodermeyer brings it cross ice, finds Gerdukas, centering feed, looking for Fortunato, who had pinched in, but he couldn't get a blade on it. Lizard Kings hold it in. It is Harris, right circle. Still 1:11 on the power play. Fortunato with a wrister in front, blocked and cleared. It actually went off his own man. And Lang got the clear there. So the Admirals playing with some jump and confidence right now. It is Fortunato for the Lizard Kings. A drop pass for Harris through center ice. Tries to deke around a man. Onside, now a pass is deflected back out to center. And the Lizard Kings have to regroup. Evingson tries to spring Lodermeyer. He's onside to the right. Cutting to goal is Lynch. Save made by Warm. Good setup there. And it's cleared away and out to the center ice by Norfolk. Lynch with a good opportunity, but Beck Warm's playing some pretty strong hockey right now and between the pipes for Norfolk. It is Lynch back into the zone. Tripped up on the play. No call that time. And the Admirals try to clear it, but does that go out of play? Is that going to be delay of game? And it is. It went over the Jacksonville bench and over the glass. If you put it in the bench, that's fine, but you can't put it over the glass in the bench. Yeah. And another 5-on-3 power play for the Lizard Kings. Again, very brief, only 22 seconds, but this is a big moment in the hockey game right now.
It really is, and Jacksonville's going to have to find a way to convert here. Again, trailing by 2 and all the momentum in Norfolk's favor here. And again, they're getting some power play chances. They've got to make something count here. And again, you're in that 5-on-3, and that's why going back to that shorthanded goal was allowed. You had so many options, just that low angle one-timer there. They just need to kind of make better decisions in that situation.
Norfolk wins the draw, and they clear the zone on the 5-on-3. Yeah, and that's basically going to eliminate the 2-man advantage. Maybe a quick rush for Jake Elmer. Clean entry into the zone. Tries to go wide on his man. He beats him behind the Norfolk net. Lang all the way to the blue line for Fortunato. 3 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Elmer at the left circle. Man out of the penalty box for Norfolk. Rister on goal. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Still loose. Warm will pounce out of his crease and cover it up. And the Admirals are playing some inspired hockey right now. Still a power play for Jacksonville for another minute 32. This is power play number 4 for Jacksonville right now. The Admirals haven't even been on the power play yet tonight, but they have a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, this Admirals team, I mean, they're feeling it right now. I mean, they're coming in and they're on a 4-game losing streak. I believe they've lost 7 of the last 8, I believe. So they want to get back on track here, and they would love to do it here against a first-place team in Jacksonville that pretty much took it to them on Wednesday. And everything they've been through on this trip, I know they had an air conditioning issue on the bus. They had to swap buses before the game on Wednesday, and then they go to Atlanta. They fall last night, and then, as you mentioned, the flat tire. It took them a while to get here. They were, I thought this team, I don't know how they were going to make it. I know I've done that trip many times from Atlanta to here overnight and have to play the next day. It's not tough, or it's pretty tough. And then the fact that they had to have that delayed even further. So Norfolk's handling the situation pretty well here tonight.
Here come the Admirals again. Shot deflects wide of the goal, looking for another shorthanded opportunity. Didn't miss by much. Lizard Kings get it back. 1:13 to go on the power play for Jacksonville. Fortunato over the blue line easily to the left for Martin. Taps it into the corner. Fortunato, the defenseman, pinches in to hold it in the zone. Lodermeyer behind the Admirals net. Skates to the right circle. Moves it to his forehand. He'll play it down low for Gerdukas. Lodermeyer getting it back. Lodermeyer. Saucer pass for Verobe. Rister is deflected. Verobe had a hard time getting the handle to that one. Puck goes behind the net. Admirals have it. They'll drive it around the boards. Verobe cannot hold it in. 40 seconds to go on the power play for Jacksonville. It's Fortunato. Left side for Martin. Fortunato gets it back. He'll skate out of his end. Dish to the left for Lynch. He's onside. Tries to step around the man. Broken up and cleared out by Norfolk. That was well defended that time by Kyle Rhodes. 21 seconds to go on the power play. Verobe gaining the red line. Then the blue. Onside are the Lizard Kings. Verobe wheels it around, but Norfolk is the only team on the puck. And one more clear out. That will do it on the power play. The Lizard Kings 0 for 4 on the power play. Norfolk has not had a power play yet. Out of the penalty box is Christian Hausinger. Admirals clear in, and the crowd's getting restless right now. It's a 3-1 hockey game. The Lizard Kings are trailing on home ice to the Norfolk Admirals. It is Evingson up the left side. Finds Luke Lynch, tries to move it cross ice, looking for Howarchuk. Howarchuk loses the handle. Carter Robinson takes it away from him. Robinson up the wall. Finds Mackenzie Dwyer. Howarchuk finishes a check. Man is down for Norfolk. It's a delayed offside. That allows the Lizard Kings plenty of time out of their zone. Giles up the right side rather for Harris. He's onside. Moves it to the left for Lynch. Rister is blocked in front by Norfolk. Here they come with a 3-man rush the other way. Cody Milan, right side. Now we've got too many men again for Norfolk. They had 6 men on the ice.
6 guys. It wasn't one of those line change things where a guy hops on, touches the puck. There were 6 guys participating out there, and the easy call here. Fans were letting them have it, and the officials caught it.
So we go to break. The Jacksonville Lizard Kings going on their 5th power play of the night when we come back, but they need it. They're down 3-1 in the middle of the second period. This is Jacksonville Lizard Kings hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Grey Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Lizard Kings into the zone onside. They just gave up a 2-on-1 shorthanded breakout for Norfolk. Charles Williams made a huge save to keep this one at 3-1. And remember that stop just as we came back from break. Now it's Jacksonville in the offensive end on yet another power play. In the high slot, it is Martin for Elmer, left circle. Back to the blue line, Fortunato. Not in shooting position, comes back to the left circle. Now he's got some space. He'll take it behind the Norfolk net. Centering pass, Lodermeyer, save is made. Rebound for Martin. Martin at the right circle. Back to the line for Fortunato. Fortunato for Elmer, one-timer, saved by Warm. Rebound for Norfolk, trying to clear out, penalty coming on Jacksonville. It was just a matter of time before they called it. Chase Lang drawing the penalty call, and it's going to be a 4-on-4 as Jake Elmer heads into the box for tripping.
Yeah, Chase Lang making a big factor here. Obviously the 2 goals, the shorthanded one as well, but here again drawing the penalty and getting it done here, and that does it for the power play here. And right now it's a 4-on-4 situation for the next minute 7, and we'll see what these 2 teams can do with a little extra space out on the ice.
The Lizard Kings had a glittering opportunity. Derek Lodermeyer right on the doorstep, but Warm made maybe his best save of the night on him just seconds prior to that penalty. Lizard Kings win the faceoff. It's in their own zone now. Zach Berzola. Haven't seen much from Berzola in this period especially, but the Lizard Kings have been on the power play most all of the period. It is Howardchuk over the blue line. Gets by a couple of men. Tries to get by a third. Finally gives it up. Norfolk to the blue line. Good pinch in from Berzola. He'll keep it in. Berzola into the left wing corner. Turns to his forehand, cross ice look, back to the blue line. It's held in by Jacksonville. Giles looking for Howardchuk. Howardchuk curls away from a man, moves it into the slot. Rister goes wide to the stick side. Rebound comes to the near side wall. Looks for Giles. Rister is blocked by Norfolk. The Admirals are selling out defensively right now. That was a great play by Leonard on the blocked shot. Lizard Kings hold it in for the moment. Now the Admirals get it away. They've got a possible odd man rush again. Aiden Brown, right circle. Tried to center, but it was knocked away by the defensive Sean Giles. Norfolk will be on a power play in 10 more seconds. Jacksonville skating through center ice. Howardchuk over the blue line. He was 1-on-4, and he gives it up to Norfolk. Here come the Admirals through center ice. They are now on a power play. Lang at the right circle. Turns to his forehand side. They have a power play for 47 seconds. Lang into the corner, looking for Corson. Broken up there by Jacksonville. It is Lodermeyer. Waits for some help and finds it in Martin. Shorthanded bid for Jacksonville. Martin with a wrister. Glove saved by Warm. Made it look easy. I don't know if it was, but he certainly made it look that way. And the faceoff will be in the Admiral zone. Jacksonville's out shooting Norfolk 18-12, but the Admirals are making their most of their opportunities.
Yeah, they're definitely more opportunistic here today, and on the rushes, on the breakaway chances they had, or the shorthanded chance by Lang. They've been the more opportunistic team in converting on those chances as well.
Lizard Kings win this faceoff shorthanded. Just trying to kill a little time. Admirals get it back. They're down to 24 seconds to go on their power play. Again, it's abbreviated one. Their first of the evening. They are last in the league on the power play at 13.4%. You would have thought on paper that the Lizard Kings would have dominated the specialty teams tonight and the game in whole, but that's not how they work it this time. They don't play the game on paper. Admirals get it back. Slapper from the blue line. Save made. Rebound. Big save for Jacksonville. Here come the Lizard Kings the other way. Out of the penalty box is Elmer. He'll join the rush. Gerdukas. Drop pass for Elmer. Back for Gerdukas. Gerdukas behind the net. Tries to center. Moves it in front. It is blocked away by Norfolk, who's playing some of their best defensive hockey that we've seen. Admirals back in the zone. It is going to be a delayed offside. Lizard Kings get it back with 7:40 on the clock, and now we're going to blow the play dead. They might call this an intentional offside against the Admirals as we go to break. 7:39 to go in period number 2. It's the Norfolk Admirals 3, the Jacksonville Lizard Kings tonight 1. This is Jacksonville Lizard Kings hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription, and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FlowHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet, experience the best.
The Lizard Kings are down by a pair. 3-1 is the score. Jacksonville has the puck at center ice. Croy Evenson tries to get it away from a double team. Great job to work it free from them and knock the puck into the Admiral zone. Tebow rims it around. Finds an open Noah Corson. Corson at center ice. Gives it up and Jacksonville drives it right back in. Beck Warm, who is quickly becoming the story in this game tonight for the Admirals, saving 18 of 19 shots. Jacksonville trying to get their way back into it. It's Vlad Mikulchuk in the near side, far side half wall. Norfolk pitchforks it out and gets it to the Jacksonville line. Redirecting into the zone for the Lizard Kings is Mikulchuk. Mikulchuk on the puck at the right wing circle. Drops it into the corner, finds Brendan Harris. Harris to the slot, sides with a wrister, save is made, rebound is covered. Joey Sides, who has the goal tonight for Jacksonville, gets another opportunity from the high slot, but Beck Warm with another save. And the Lizard Kings need to find another way, maybe try to get him moving laterally, because right now it is not working. They need to get maybe a little more traffic in front and try and get him moving from left to right.
Yeah, it's a total 180 here from Norfolk from tonight than what we saw on Wednesday, which was, I think leaky was the phrase there.
Yes.
Defensively, it was pretty rough at times. But here now they got this lead, they've really been focusing on that, and it's been frustrating Jacksonville here this evening.
Lizard Kings have to track the puck down deep in their own zone. Puck is bouncing all over the place. Really tough for Jacksonville to handle. They do finally get it out, however. They'll feed it to the Admiral blue line, loose in the neutral zone now. Big hit by Lynch. Separates a man from a puck. Another big hit by Martin. Into the zone it is Lynch. Onside, cuts to the right, tries to find it for Berzola in the slot, but it's knocked away. And here come the Admirals in transition. Heffley with Harwell. Heffley at the right wing circle. At the blue line, flips it cross ice. Finding Rhodes. It goes behind the net on the deflection, trying to glove it down to a stick for Jacksonville is Sean Giles. Giles taps it for Berzola, leading it for Joey Sides, 2-on-2 with Martin. Martin gains the blue line. Jacksonville wants a line change. Side stays out there for a big hit on Robertson. A long outlet pass for Norfolk. Knocked free by Jacksonville. It is Gerdukas finding Elmer, 2-on-2. Elmer fakes the shot, it is blocked, he gets it back. Behind the net it is Elmer. Can he find a man to feed to? Not yet. Gets it back, sharp angle shot, score! What a snipe! Jake Elmer from a near impossible angle goes top shelf under the bar, and it's 3-2 for the Lizard Kings. They are down by one. Wham, bam, boom. They're right back in it, Reader.
Absolute snipe there by Jake Elmer, and here I am knocking the team earlier for the sharp angle. Well, from the same spot, wasn't a one-timer, but just a little snapper. Top shelf, a beauty by Jake Elmer. Who brought the puck. He's the one that set up the play. He carried it, didn't have it, ran out a little real estate there, then took it from the corner, stepped to the low circle outside, and picked the corner on the opposite side. What a thing of beauty that was, and what a big goal here. And maybe that will be the spark here for the Lizard Kings tonight.
Here's Joe Massa.
Season number 59, Jake Elmer. Assisted by number 39, Abbott Gerdukas. And number 74, Brandon Fortunato. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 29 seconds.
Thank you, Joe. Elmer's 14th from Abbott Gerdukas and Brandon Fortunato. It's a brand new hockey game. The Lizard Kings down by one now at 3-2. Norfolk gets a shot away off an offensive zone draw, but it goes over the crossbar, and the Lizard Kings play out to center. Charles Williams after a clear in. Feeds it for Pavel Verobe. Verobe immediately double teamed, but he does knock the puck free. Lizard Kings still in control of it. Gerdukas has it poke checked away. Still loose, bouncing puck. Norfolk ends up with it, trying to get a centering feed away. Man goes down, no call, will play on. Could have been a penalty against Jacksonville, but we will let him play on. Verobe up over the head of a man, finds Hawerchuk. Hawerchuk at a sharp angle, tries to go behind the net, looks to center, spilled on the play, no call there either. Hawerchuk tries to knock it free, looking to get it at the blue line. They couldn't quite get it free. It comes out to center ice for Troy Evingson. 3-2, Norfolk on top. 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. Admirals have possession. It is Rhodes, cross ice to nobody in particular. Comes to the Lizard Kings and Derek Pearl. Cross ice, Evingson, back to Pearl. Pearl with some speed through center ice. He's onside. Drop pass for a shot towards goal that is blocked in front. Lodermeyer gets a piece of it. Pearl, the defenseman, pinches in behind the Admiral net. Admirals get it back, loose at the blue line. Jacksonville holds it in. Evingson with a shot intentionally wide. Lodermeyer tries to center. Loose puck, nobody can find the handle. Finally, the Admirals get it free to center. And it's Evingson right back into the zone. Here comes Jacksonville again. Lodermeyer. Pass wasn't where he wanted it to be. He'll have to take it down off the far wall. Sharp angle shot from the Lizard Kings goes wide, and Norfolk will clear the zone. 3-2 game, 3:41 to go in period number 2. The crowd has some life after Jake Elmer's rifle of a shot from a near impossible angle. Jacksonville back in the offensive zone, a turnover. Craig Martin tries to get it free from Rhodes. They both get taken down on the play. Jacksonville gets it back, centering feed. Martin on his backhand, tried to go between the legs. One-timer from Giles is blocked in front. Comes back to the blue line. Berzola, nice play to hold it in. Finding Sacco, who's getting a shift here. It is Craig Martin to the blue line. Martin gets it back at the top of the circle. Martin looking for Giles, who pinches in on the play. Giles tries to center the man all alone, and unable to put it home was Sacco. What a feed that was from Giles, who has played a sensational game tonight.
Yeah, I saw that setting up, Arlie. I said if Giles sees Sacco set up there on the front door, that would have been something.
And I don't know if Sacco put that on goal. Maybe Warm made the save. I'm not sure if Warm got a piece of it or not, or if Sacco maybe misfired on it. It was tough to tell. Happened so quick right on the doorstep. Norfolk clears out. Jacksonville wristing it right back in. They clear the zone and come right back in on the forecheck. Admirals with a long outlet pass. Goes right back to the Lizard Kings. At center ice it is Elmer. Elmer gives it up, and the Admirals chop it out of the zone, wide of the net, icing against the Admirals with 2:21 to go in period number 2. And now this game's getting a little bit of spice to it right now, Reader. With the Lizard Kings getting that goal from Jake Elmer, crowd has been given a lift. Again, it's a fantastic crowd tonight.
Yeah.
And now they're kind of into it, let's just say right now, after a little bit of a lull.
Well, you had cold-blooded hockey tonight with the Lizard King jerseys and Lizard King night, and then Norfolk, of course, brings a goalie whose last name's Warm. You got contrasting
I like
scenarios here, and that's really kind of what happened. It got cold for a minute for Jacksonville. Warm's more than warm. He's been hot here today, and it's a 3-2 game right now, his team leading.
Oh, I love what you did there, Reader. Cold-blooded, Warm goalie. 2:11 to go in the second period. It's 3-2. Norfolk's on top. This is Jacksonville Lizard Kings hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Iceman Hockey, feel the freeze.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
2:11 to go in period number 2. Still lots of hockey left in this one, but the Lizard Kings are down by 1. Look at this Lizard King fan here on the ice.
I saw him yesterday in the concourse, and oh, man.
Was that a real lizard? It might have been. No, probably not. I don't know if the safe crew would have allowed that to happen, but it looked good. Here comes Jacksonville right back in the zone. Hawerchuk, backhander, great save by Warm. Rebound for Norfolk. They'll play it ahead and start a 2-on-2 rush. Alex Tonge, who has one of the goals tonight. Drop pass, wrister in a screen, knocked in front, comes free for Williams, who will finally cover it up. Pretty late whistle, but He had it all the way, and the draw will come back into the Jacksonville end with 1:42 to go in the second. Coming up in the second intermission, we're going to have ECHL week circa 2022, I might add this time.
That was so funny yesterday.
It's hilarious.
I don't know how that happened, but it did. But hey, you know, why not? It was throwback night. Let's go to a throwback ECHL week.
How does it just go randomly to a ECHL week from 2017?
It was interesting because it was the same week of February in that particular year, but
so bizarre.
And we had Terry Ficcarelli featured, a feature on that. I mean, that was great. So
I loved it. Fick is a broadcasting legend, so
that he is.
Good to have a nice little throwback of broadcasters there. Of course, we could say that if we weren't broadcasting right now, we would be throwbacks, Reader.
Yes.
Jacksonville clears the zone. An intentional play for no icing here. That was a set play for Jacksonville, and the Lizard Kings end up with the puck in the offensive zone. I love that play there, and we'll play on. Berzola with a wrister. Deflects behind the net, comes up high, and it might have actually gone off the helmet of Craig Martin. Puck is still loose. Norfolk gets it to the blue line, over the blue line and out, and now we're going to have an offside call against Jacksonville. That was an intentional breakout from the Lizard Kings to win the defensive zone draw and immediately airmail it, because as soon as that puck was down, Craig Martin made a beeline for the offensive end to make sure that he was going to be first on the puck, and he was. It worked to perfection.
It really was. It was well executed, and the Norfolk defense is caught a little off guard there because it was a full-on mad dash down the ice there by Craig Martin, and Martin was able to outpace it. It was just a hustle play, and it gave the Lizard Kings some possession in the offensive zone.
Last minute of play in period number 2. It is Lodermeyer deking away from one man. He'll backhand it in deep. Hausinger up the right side for Aiden Brown. Brown cross ice look, goes off a skate, but Tebow picks it up for the Admirals. He'll wrist it in, deflects to the left of Williams, who leaves it for Brandon Fortunato. Fortunato skates out of his own zone. Lead pass is knocked away by the Admirals. Here they come again. With some lift now is Murray. Drop pass for Hausinger. Hausinger centering feed and a score for the Admirals. Alex Tonge gets his second goal of the night with 27.6 seconds to go. A good offensive play there from Norfolk and their 4th goal of the night. And the Lizard Kings are down by 2 again.
Yeah, that's too bad here late in the period. You thought the Lizard Kings were getting the momentum again. Did that hit off Tonge's skate and bank in? Or did he get it off the stick? Tough to tell. Either way, it wasn't a kicking motion. It's going to count either way, even if it did deflect off the skate and angle in, because he definitely didn't have it a kicking motion. Either way, Tonge has his second, so you have the top 2 guys in scoring on his team, Lang and Tonge, both with the pair of goals each here. And talk about guys stepping up here. They're coming up big for their club here tonight.
Deflating goal there for the Norfolk Admirals. 15 seconds to go in the period. Zach Berzola for the Lizard Kings. Up ahead, stolen by Norfolk. They may have another chance. Milan goes to the wide side. Can't pull the trigger on the shot. He fanned on it. 5 seconds to go. Williams makes another save with 4 seconds left. Wang with a shot. Another save by Williams. That was dangerous in the final 2 seconds there. Norfolk got a couple of shots away in the closing moments, and Williams had to make 2 more saves. And the Lizard Kings really have to regroup in the locker room here, Reader. Down 4-2 after 2 periods of play. I believe I'm going to be off by a game or 2, but I believe the Lizard Kings / Icemen have allowed 4 or more goals. I believe only 3 times in the last 27, 28 games, something like that.
Yeah.
But Norfolk comes out with their offensive game tonight, and they've got a 4-2 advantage. And it's time for a big comeback here for Jacksonville.
And we talked about it, that this team can score goals, and their defense was their biggest question. And, we saw that the other night. The defense was not very good at all, and the result was a 7-3 victory for the Icemen in that particular night. But tonight, the Lizard Kings here are allowing the 4 goals, and Norfolk's done a pretty good job. They've tightened up that defensive structure a little bit, and they got the support now offensively. So now it's really going to put the pressure on Jacksonville here in this second period to try to even it up and try to salvage what they've got here going today.
Shots on goal in that period. Jacksonville gets 11. They have a 2-period total of 23. Norfolk with 8. They have a 2-period total of 18, but they've made 4 of them count. After 2 periods of play, it's the Norfolk Admirals 4, the Jacksonville Lizard Kings 2. Comeback time here in downtown Jacksonville. They need it in the final 20 minutes. ECHL week with Barry Schickling coming up next. This is Jacksonville Lizard Kings hockey.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Fans, when you're feeling the freeze, you can grab your Icemen gear at the Icemen Team Shop. Just visit jacksonvilleicemen.com/merch to visit our online store. You can purchase Icemen team jerseys, t-shirts, hats, pucks, kids gear, and much more. If you're at the game, you can also stop by our merchandise kiosk located in the arena concourse. If you're located out of town but want to show your support for the Icemen from afar, shipping options are available. So visit jacksonvilleicemen.com/merch to get your Icemen swag today.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax, knowing you're managing your money the right way. Yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey. Feel the freeze.
A new team is finding its legs and victories during an initial ECHL run. We hear from another one of this season's new head coaches. And it wouldn't be a new show without great highlights. All that and more right now on this episode of ECHL Week.
Hi, welcome to another edition of ECHL Week. I'm Barry Schickling. This time we come to you from the Norfolk Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Norfolk Admirals. Let's get the show started with a look at one of the new teams in the ECHL this season, a team that's been doing quite well on the ice. Although the Trois-Rivières Lions got off to a slow start in their maiden ECHL voyage, their 19-8-4 record since mid-November has secured their place as a contender in the North Division. We recently spoke with team members to hear their takes about the challenges at the start of the season and what it's been like since.
I think it was establishing the culture, the system, the chemistry between everybody. I mean, everything was new. The team, the logo, the rink, the players, having a lot of different players coming from everywhere. Establishing our system was something that I knew was going to take a while. So when we start to understand the way we needed to play to have success, and the guys bought into that, we started having success.
I think it's maybe the excitement of thing for first time for all of us was to play home, get the chance to play home in Quebec with the family and friends. So maybe it was an adjustment to deal with it. But since I think we got the dust settle and we just start clicking, and it's fun to play.
We almost knew each other before coming in because we're all from Quebec and hockey's a small world, but we didn't play with each other much, you know, so we had to get this chemistry going. We knew that the guys were fitting well together, everyone was getting along, so it was just a matter of time before things started clicking.
A couple of Lions appreciate this team's potential to keep playing well into the spring.
We'll see what's going on with all the called up and stuff, but I
like what I see. We can score goals, so that's great for a goalie. You know, when your team score 10 goals, usually you're gonna win. So yeah, I like our team and the coaching staff and everything. So I like our chance.
The goal is to go all the way. I mean, Newfoundland did it. I was in the league, I was with Rapid City, and I remember the buzz that was coming with this new team in Newfoundland and Canada, and they were really good. They were going and they went all the way, and they finally won the cup. When we came here, that's what we wanted to reproduce, you know, this same buzz, this same feeling around the league that, hey, have you seen that new team playing? Like, they're really good, then I think they might go all the way.
One of the great things about ECHL Week, of course, is getting caught up in all the news from around the league. Let's do that right now. Ryan McGinnis is no longer with the Norfolk Admirals. He had been in the unusual position of general manager and assistant coach of the team, and it was announced earlier this week that he was departing. After his playing career, which included stops in both the ECHL and American Hockey League, he spent 2 seasons as an assistant coach with the Indy Fuel prior to joining the Admirals, first as the assistant coach before the 2019-20 season. Fans in 8 ECHL markets are in for a treat. The ECHL's championship trophy is preparing to make stops to help stoke interest in the league and the upcoming Kelly Cup playoffs. Starting today, the Cup will make appearances at games, schools, sponsors, broadcast outlets, and other community events. During its excursion, the Cup will travel 7,814 miles, which will include back-to-back weekends in Estero, Florida, and Rapid City, South Dakota in March. The playoffs are scheduled to begin during the 3rd full week of April. A longtime major leaguer has signed to play in the ECHL. Sean Avery, who at 41 becomes the oldest player in the league, has inked a contract with Orlando. The former Detroit Red Wings, Los Angeles Kings, New York Rangers, and Dallas Stars forward with 580 games of NHL experience last played professionally during the 2011-12 season. He twice led the NHL in penalty minutes. His minor league resume includes 124 games in the American Hockey League and 16 more in the defunct United Hockey League. We're sad to report on the passing of Chris Abbott, who for 30 years, spanning several teams including the Newfoundland Growlers, was a fixture in St. John's as Buddy the Puffin, team mascot. Both Abbo, as he was known, and Buddy were loved by many, and it's not a stretch to say that pro hockey on the Rock won't be quite the same without them. Abbott was 51, but both Abbo and Buddy will live on in our memories.
A longtime player is now a rookie head coach. We hear from him next on ECHL Week.
Thinking of selling your home? Now is the perfect time. Few homes are available for sale, and this increases the competition. Many homes are selling above asking price. Buyers are offering seller-favorable terms, few contingencies, closing dates that meet sellers' needs, large down payments, or all-cash offers. Want to know what homes like yours are selling for? Contact Will Springer today.
Time to meet another one of the new coaches in the ECHL this season. Here's Jason Payne of the Cincinnati Cyclones. Based on his playing days alone, Jason Payne is well qualified to be Cincinnati's bench boss. His pro career started in 1996, and after more than 20 minor league stops through the end of his playing time in 2009, he might not have seen it all, but there wasn't much that he missed. Solidly over 500, the Cyclones are part of a pack fighting for a playoff spot in the Central Division. Payne elaborates on the reasons his team's had success so far.
It's just the consistency of work ethic, just helping the guys. There's a lot of new faces, a lot of young players, a mix of both. There's players that were sat out the years before because of the whole COVID thing. But just the ability to keep learning, keep wanting to work, and just have a great culture with a great leadership group, it goes a long way. And again, it's a race. It's a race to the finish, but you want just the consistent effort and the work ethic that comes with it.
Payne spent a full season and part of another as the team's assistant coach, then got the top job when Matt Thomas moved on to an American Hockey League coaching position. Payne speaks about his transition.
The coaching part in our league is the easiest part. It's more it's all the extra stuff that goes on. And, I had a great, I guess when I say mentor, when it came to this, a great friend of mine, Matt Thomas, who's now moved on to the American League. And he taught me a lot of things about this league and myself playing in this league as well, just understanding what it's like as a player. That's the key, is just understanding what it's like from a player's standpoint. Coaching standpoint, you can see one thing, but players, you see it a different way. So being able to see it on both sides of the spectrum is what's key, and it allows me to associate and connect with the players and build trust with them and establish that relationship so they know that I have their best interests at heart.
There's been so much player movement this season that coaches around the league have been tested in keeping an adequate number of players on rosters. Payne's handled that challenge.
You definitely have to keep your eyes on the transaction chart as always. I'm always watching our affiliates up top in Buffalo and then again in Rochester, because something happens up top and it's just a trickle effect. So you always have to be ready and just have your finger on the pulse of every league and on your scouting list and your recruiting list and seeing what players are available and who needs to fill in at what time. So just being able to be preemptive and be able to strike before it actually comes pouring down on you, that's the key. So it's a lot of coaches in our league are in the same boat, but it's a lot of movement, and it's an exciting time for everybody, but it also provides a lot of opportunity for some of those players who on a regular circumstance would get those opportunities.
As a result, Payne knows that the ECHL is really proving its worth as part of the hockey development ecosystem this season.
How many players have made their jumps to the American League? How many players have made their jumps to the NHL? And it's a testament to this league and what it provides both as coaches and players, because everyone's making the jump as long as you strive and work hard for it, and the league is doing a great job at that.
Is he happy he took the job?
Love it. I'm so happy, and I couldn't be more grateful and thankful.
Hi, I'm Stephen Bayless. I'm with the Rapid City Rush, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Teams around the league have generated some pretty good highlights the last couple of weeks. Let's check them out. We begin our highlights with a rarity. 2 shorthanded goals during the same penalty kill by the same player. Fort Wayne's Oliver Cooper is the one who accomplishes this unusual feat in a win over Kalamazoo.
3-on-1 for the Comets. Jones coming across the line, floats it over the Cooper, shot, he scores! Another shorty for the Comets on the same kill, and both by Oliver Cooper.
Here's a well-executed 2-on-1. Kansas City's Ben Johnson teams with Derek Angeli for the goal in a victory over Idaho. Gabriel Shabbat of Rapid City is open enough to get off a shot, which finds the net for an overtime game winner against Wichita.
Gabe Shabbat wins it in overtime, and Rapid City comes all the way back.
You've heard of crashing the net. Not only does Eddie Matsushima of Tulsa do that, he also deposits the biscuit in the basket in overtime to give the Oilers a road victory against the Steelheads.
He's up. Eddie Matsushima.
And this save by Dylan Wells of Norfolk? Not much to say, other than this is about as good as it gets.
What a save by Dylan Wells! He stuck out his stick and robbed Logan Nelson. Sports Center, here comes Dylan Wells. Wow.
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week from Norfolk, Virginia. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media channels. You know what they are. It's the best way to keep up to date on everything that's going on throughout the ECHL. You won't miss anything big if you follow us on those channels. See you next time. You just don't know what you'll see on the ice when you go to a game. We wrap today with this, which we certainly don't see every day, but it sure looks like fun.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Gray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
We are back in downtown Jacksonville along with Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you. Jacksonville Lizard Kings hockey. The Lizard Kings looking for a come-from-behind victory, but it's come to that as it is a 4-2 game. The Norfolk Admirals looking to pull the upset. They've got the lead by 2 after 2. As we look at a couple of highlights on Flow Hockey. Jacksonville got on the board in the second period from Jake Elmer, a tremendous goal. Cut the gap down to 1, but the Admirals get a tally in the final minute of period number 2. Real gut punch of a shot, and now, Reeder, it comes down to these final 20 minutes where, you know, Jacksonville has been pretty good for the most part late in these third periods, but they have to be good tonight.
No, they do. I mean, this has been their period, and they've done that all season long, so they just need to come out on the attack, and they can certainly do it. We've seen them do it multiple times, and this is the game where they're going to have to step and do it, especially now as we kind of look at some of the scores here, and I'll go ahead and kind of jump into it right now, Arlie, as Florida did defeat South Carolina in overtime, 6-5, so kind of puts the pressure a little bit on Jacksonville to come away with some semblance of points here in this game.
Crowd is up on their feet right now. The hype music has just been played. I'm hyped up right now. And we'll see if the Lizard Kings can get back into it here in the third. You'd love to see a goal maybe in about the first 5 minutes or so of this period. Really put some pressure on a team that is not accustomed to winning. And, you know, they might be squeezing the stick a little bit if you can get one in the early going here in the third.
Yeah, I think that would change the dynamic immensely there. Younger team here in Norfolk, they're trying to find ways to really, I don't want to say like, you know, they don't know how to win, but sometimes there is such a thing. And here you go, potential turnover here.
Save made by Warm right off the draw. Just 5 seconds in, Joey Sides got that chance, and Warm makes the save. Rebound for Norfolk. They come back. Tonj looking for a feed. Centering pass goes right through the blue paint for Norfolk. Sharp angle shot. That goes off the side of the net. Tapping it free are the Lizard Kings. Here comes Luke Lynch. Lynch can't find a man. Tonj back into the zone. It is offside, however. I never heard the whistle, but it was a clear-cut offside call, and they did make the right play.
Yeah, they did there. And, you know, like I was saying about the Admirals, you know, the younger team, they're trying to figure it out. And, you know, there is such a thing as just learning how to win and closing out a game. They've done an excellent job here so far. They built themselves a 2-goal lead heading into the third. And they've had difficulty this year in closing games out and winning. And you know, that comes with experience and learning how to do it, handling the pressure. And if Jacksonville could apply that pressure, it might get them second-guessing themselves a little bit. But we'll see how this ends up. A lot of time left.
Lizard Kings take the puck into the offensive zone. Right wing corner, it is Elmer for Gerdukas to the blue line. Berzola with a bomb. Stick save is made by Warm. Rebound into the right wing corner. Howardchuk tries to center it. It is knocked away by Chase Lang, who skates up the right wing side. Howardchuk defends. Great speed there from Howardchuk to keep a man away. Then Howardchuk got spilled on the play in the process. Jacksonville with the puck. They'll work it up the left side, but not out yet. It's held in by Hausinger. Hausinger with an ill-advised pass. Centering feed comes back to Williams. He will cover it up and take the draw. Tremendous crowd tonight. Better than last night, which was great in itself. 8,476 screaming fans here in downtown Jacksonville.
Wow.
With thunder sticks out here and everything tonight.
Yeah.
But they want to go home a winner, and they need a couple of goals from the Lizard Kings for that to happen. At least a couple. Penalty coming on Norfolk right off the draw, an offensive zone tripping call. And I'll tell you what, the Admirals have really helped out Jacksonville with a lot of penalties tonight. This is power play number 6 for Jacksonville. We talked about a chance to try and score in the first 5 minutes. Well, it's about time maybe they get another power play opportunity here. They are 0 for 5 on the power play against a team that is ranked 22nd in the league on the PK.
Yeah, they got to convert here. This is that opportunity that's presenting itself. Norfolk's been opportunistic all game long. It's time for Jacksonville to be the same way here in this situation again, and start to put that pressure. A goal here would be paramount for this team right now.
Jacksonville wins the draw. Harris, right circle. Playing it off the end boards. It comes to Elmer at the circle. Needing to the bumper, it's Gerdukas. Elmer gets it back at the left circle. Back for Gerdukas, goal line extended. Gerdukas with a seam pass, finds Harris, shot on goal, save is made, rebound goes wide from Lodermeyer, puts his head to the sky because he missed an open net. Harris gets it back for Jacksonville. Another seam pass, after a deflection it makes its way to Elmer. Elmer for Evingson, who's manning the first power play unit right now. It is Harris at the right circle, underneath for Lodermeyer, he can't get the handle. Harris gets it back, good looking power play so far. Harris to the blue line for Evingson. Evingson back for Harris at the top of the right circle. He'll pull the trigger and he puts it just wide. Goes on the dasher all the way to the blue line. It is Evingson. Gerdukas, save is made, rebound is loose. Harris bats at it, it's loose in the slot. It comes free and we're gonna have Jacksonville touching the puck with a high stick. Derek Lodermeyer had the opportunity for an open net and he just put it right back where the puck came from and popped it wide. He had an open net though.
Yeah, he did. He had a couple chances, a couple open nets there. Just couldn't get the puck to cooperate and couldn't lasso it in there. But some good looks there in front. Just a good looking power play. Probably the best that it's looked all game long. Still 1:06 to go on that penalty to Dwyer. And Jacksonville looking good so far. They'll change up the unit right now and see what this group's got.
Norfolk wins the faceoff. They'll play it to center. Sean Giles getting some power play time now with Pavel Varobe. Over the blue line come the Lizard Kings. It is Howardchuk playing it behind the goal. Lynch tapping it free for Martin. Martin into the near side corner. Howardchuk looks to get it to the blue line and does. Giles walks the line, feeds Martin at the circle. Wrist shot right off the cage of Warm, right off his face mask. Rebound comes free. Jacksonville gets it back. It is Giles at the right point. Cross ice. Seam pass. Lynch at the right circle. Centering feed knocked away by Norfolk. Back to the line for Giles. 26 seconds to go on the power play. Giles to Martin at the right circle. Giles gets it back. Fakes the shot. One-timer. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Still loose. Jacksonville gets it back. Martin. Seam pass into the bumper. Turning the forehand is Lynch. Another save is made by Warm, who's now starting to play some great hockey. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Jacksonville behind the net. Howardchuk loses it to Robertson. Off the wall. Martin holds it in. Teams are back at full strength. Jacksonville still has the puck, though. A poke check from Norfolk knocks it free. It is Rhodes on his forehand. Outlets it to Dwyer, and the Admirals escape that power play for Jacksonville.
Yeah, escape's a good word there because a lot of pressure being applied there by Jacksonville. But again, Warm coming up big with some big saves. He has kept his team in it. He did it right there. Remains a 2-goal deficit here for the Lizard Kings.
Turnover in the neutral zone. Jacksonville's got it. McCallchuk couldn't set up Harris. Lizard Kings get it right back. Onside is Fortunato. Streaking in behind the Norfolk net. On his backhand, all the way back to the blue line. He'll play it into the corner for Harris. Harris tries to knock it into the slot. Comes to Fortunato, who lost the handle, and he'll track it down at the red line. Fortunato for McCallchuk. He couldn't play it in deep. Jacksonville gets it back in their own zone. Heffley goes after McCallchuk. Outlet pass for Jacksonville, deflects in over the glass and out of play. We're gonna have a face-off in the neutral zone. Lizard Kings are looking good in the opening minutes. Now Heffley goes after McCallchuk after the whistle. Leonard goes after McCallchuk. This is all off the play. Howardchuk wants a piece of somebody. I'm not sure what was going on there. McCallchuk still squared off with Leonard. Nobody's dropped the gloves just yet, and I wonder what we're gonna have for penalties. McCallchuk at least is going to the box. I wonder if it's gonna be anybody joining him.
Well, you would hope that Leonard would go. He had his gloves completely off and his stick on the ice. And he's making his way to the bench. You gotta be kidding me. Drop your gloves and your stick, and you're the one going to the bench while the guy that has his gloves on goes to the box. I understand why McCallchuck's going to the box, but they're gonna bring a Norfolk player there as well. And that'll be Heffley, and those were the two original combatants there in that situation. But Leonard was certainly an aggressor there with a few shoves with the gloves off too.
So 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes. And we'll see if the Lizard Kings can make something work out of this. They are typically good in this situation. And I believe you said it, Reader. Jacksonville outscoring their opponents 45-25 in the third period.
Yeah, there's just something about the third period. This team's been very good, and they're going to need to be good here again.
Gerdukas with a wrist shot towards goal, but it was blocked by Tebow. Comes free for the Admirals and Chase Lang. Lang has 2 goals for Norfolk. Alex Tonge has 2 others for Norfolk. That's the lead, 4-2 for the Admirals. It is Lang still in his own zone. Gerdukas is right on his heels. Lang finally feeds it to the right side. Hausinger up the boards for, I believe it was for Milan, but it's out of his reach, and it's going to be icing against Norfolk. Jacksonville is out shooting the Admirals 27-18, but they're trailing by 2.
And Harley, one thing I noticed it in the second period when Norfolk started to take the lead. Look at the bench right now in Norfolk. They've been standing up. This team is really believing right now. They're very engaged. They're very into this game. But the entire bench is standing up right now. They were doing this in the second period as the game was going on there. They started to get the lead and get the momentum. And they've continued to stand up pretty much the entire time. They're just very much in tune. They want this victory. You can kind of see the focus right now in that club. They're very much into this game.
Yeah, they're playing an inspired game right now. Not over yet, though. Still plenty of time. 4-on-4 hockey. Puck is deep in the Jacksonville zone. Foot race for the puck. Man goes heavily into the boards for Norfolk on his own power. It was Tonge. He does get back up. Good to see that he's okay. Jacksonville back at center ice. Martin over the blue line for Gerdukas. It is Fortunato behind the net for Martin. Martin lets it go to the near side. There's nobody there. Comes free for the Admirals and Christian Hausinger. Hausinger, 2-on-3 for the moment. He gains the blue line. Rims it around, and the Admirals are on the puck. It is Leonard at the top of the left circle. Rister goes well wide, comes off the boards, and it's tapped out to center by the Admirals. Leonard gets it back, left wing, right by the penalty box doors. Dropping it into his own end for Kyle Rhodes. Still 4-on-4 for another 23 seconds. Rhodes defended by Hawerchuk. Hawerchuk forces him behind the net. Rhodes feeds it to the left for Leonard. Leonard with a drop pass. Moving in on the forecheck now is Luke Lynch. Rhodes feeds it back to Leonard. Big hit from Hawerchuk. Separates him from the puck, but couldn't get the centering pass away. Norfolk gets it back. It is Corson. Cross ice look for Murray. Drop pass for Corson. Shot is blocked. Rebound comes free for Jacksonville. McCallchuck out of the penalty box. The lead pass for him is out of his range. Comes back into the Norfolk zone. Admirals look to clear. In the slot, Admirals chop it towards the blue line. Verobe at the line holds it in. Admirals get it back loose at the blue line, and Norfolk still with it. Delayed offside there against Jacksonville, so they had to clear the zone. And that allows Norfolk plenty of time to get to center and clear it in. 13:20 to go in the third period. It's Norfolk 4, Jacksonville 2. The Lizard Kings looking for a big come from behind victory here, at least getting it to overtime at minimum, but a turnover in the neutral zone. Norfolk has it. It's Corson with Lang. Lang at the right circle. Back for Corson. Trickles just by Williams and goes wide of the net. It broke free from him, but it went wide. Jacksonville comes back. It is Joey Sides taking it behind the Norfolk net. 1-on-2. Puck chopped away by Norfolk, trying to clear out. Big hit on the play up high by Lodermeyer. Berzola holds it in. Corson is hit on the play, and a man goes down for Jacksonville. That's Joey Sides. Referee Sam Heidemann is telling him to play on. I think there could have been a penalty on Berzola on the hit on Corson as well.
Yeah.
As the Lizard Kings didn't say the full word. Lizard Kings get the turnover and get it back into the Norfolk zone. Corson took that hit right about at the chin, but no call there against Zach Berzola, and Jacksonville will play on. It is Berzola. Headman pass, deflects into the Norfolk end. Admirals are on it first. Well, it didn't deflect in. Either that or it was deflected on the Jacksonville side of the red line. They're calling it icing. And we've got 12-12 to go in the third period. They didn't get the result of that goal in the first 5 minutes of this period, Reader, but certainly the possession time is in Jacksonville's favor, and they just need to keep pounding away just like they attempted to do last night against Florida.
Yeah, they're going to have to try. I mean, there's time's ticking right now. It's really their biggest enemy at the moment. They're able to control the possession, but 12-12 to go here, and they've got the ability, they got the time, but they are going to have to, they need two, not just one. I got some stuff behind the play, Evenson getting separated as well.
Turnover for Jacksonville. Gerdukis for Elmer. Put it wide on the play. Gets it back. Feeds it to the blue line. Bouncing puck. Tough to handle, but the Lizard Kings get it. Rister in a screen. That goes wide from Fortunato. Pearl with a drive, and a save is made by Warm. That was a good one-timer from a sharp angle from Pearl. But in position there was Beck Warm, and again sticks her up high. We'll go to break. We've got 11:46 to go in period number 3. It's the Norfolk Admirals 4, the Jacksonville Lizard Kings 2. Back in a moment on flowhockey.tv. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Jacksonville towards goal, trickles wide of the play. Warm got a piece of it. It ends up over the glass and off the netting. And the draw will be in the Admiral zone. Jacksonville now out shooting Norfolk 32-19. 9-1 in this period. That was actually a deflected shot. I didn't notice that the first time around. Elmer actually got a piece of it on the way there, and that made that save a little more difficult for Beck Warm. Jacksonville wins the faceoff. Nice play by Pearl to hold it in. Rister is blocked in front, however, by Norfolk. They'll play it off glass and out. Pearl gets it back. He's paired with Brandon Fortunato. Now it's Fortunato on the left side. Pearl gets it back. Ahead for Elmer, who redirects in behind the Admiral net. Rhodes is first on the puck for Norfolk. Jacksonville trying to get their forecheck going. They do keep it in. Bouncing puck just to the skate side of Warm, to the stick side. Another deflection there, and he will cover it up after another tricky save for him. Draw will come to his right. Again, a little bit of a do-si-do in the corner, a few men per team, but nothing comes of it.
Starting to get a little chippy and a little physical out there early, and this is very reminiscent to the days that their head coach used to play in the mid-90s. Rod Taylor, the head coach of the Admirals for the then Hampton Roads Admirals, and that's the kind of play that always happened. Pretty much every whistle and every element of the game was a completely different game back then. You know, it's interesting, he was talking to some of the hockey staff before the game, Rod Taylor, and he actually played against the original Lizard Kings during his days. Yeah, he remembered the old building and all that, but yeah, he remembers playing against the Lizard Kings, so it's kind of probably the only guy in the building that can say that.
Warm made another save. Norfolk clears the zone. Now they're the ones trying to pressure a bit offensively. It deflects to the blue line. It's held in by the Admirals. Looking to center is Corson. It's knocked into the corner. Norfolk still with it behind the net. Corson flashed towards the crease. He was open, but they couldn't get the pass to him. Jacksonville can't clear out yet. Most pressure we've seen this period as Lang takes a man down. Jacksonville gets it back. They've got a 3-on-2 if they recognize. Martin over the blue line. He's got Sacco with him. Drop pass for Sacco. Wrister and a screen is deflected wide. Martin gets it back to the blue line. It's kicked ahead by Verobe. Still in the zone for now. Now it comes out, and Jacksonville has to get it back. They'll drop it into their own zone to keep control of the puck. 10-14 to go in the third period. Lizard Kings back in the offensive zone. Martin for Harris, centering pass, deflects to the line. Evingston with a shot. Save is made. Rebound is loose for the Lizard Kings. Harris behind the net. Defended by Brown. Goes to the near side boards. Norfolk is on it. They'll skate with it. It is Brown for Murray. He'll get to center ice and clear in. Big collision between a couple of men, plus the linesman as well. Tanem Wyanzek was involved. As Norfolk gets the puck trickling towards Charles Williams, he will cover it up and take the draw. We will take a break. 9:45 to go. Still time, but it is floating away. It's 4-2 Norfolk. This is Jacksonville Lizard Kings hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Iceman Hockey, feel the freeze.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
Arlie Johnson with you, joined by Alex Reed. If not the best, the oldest broadcast tandem in the entire ECHL. It's a 4-2 contest. Jacksonville trails the Norfolk Admirals, trying to pull the upset here in downtown Jacksonville. Lizard Kings get the puck to center ice, but they will ice the puck. Looking for Derek Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer had a great chance in the opening couple of minutes on the power play in this period, but put a puck wide on an open net. And that is where we stand right now. The Lizard Kings still down by 2. The Lizard Kings do have 5 victories this year when trailing after 2 periods, which is a lot. It's not easy to come from behind when trailing after 2. I wonder if the Lizard Kings are, well, slash Icemen are among the best in the league. They've got to be among the best, if not number 1 for most wins when trailing after 2. Be curious to know that stat. Either way, the Lizard Kings certainly believe that they can come back in this game. They still have some time. Norfolk with the puck in their own zone, however. A clean breakout. Heffley tries to clear in with the help of Harwell. They will get it behind the Jacksonville net. Pearl swings it around, finds Lodermeyer on the left wing. 3-man rush for Jacksonville, 3 back for Norfolk. Lizard Kings are onside, but McCulchuk couldn't locate the puck, and the Admirals get it back. Loose at center. Lizard Kings pick it up. Lodermeyer had the pass go behind him. Norfolk picks it up. It is Tebow, cross ice for Hausinger. Up the wall and out, goes deep into the Jacksonville zone. No icing here with 8:25 to go in the third period. Verobe with a nice spin move around Lang. Tries to feed it to the line, but it's stolen. Blocker save is made by Williams. As Tebow got that drive away from the blue line, and the puck ultimately ends up out of play. And the faceoff will be in the Norfolk zone with 8:15 to go. Next up for Jacksonville, the homestand continues on Wednesday night. It will be Jacksonville hosting the Orlando Solar Bears for the first of 4 straight between the 2 in-state rivals. The first 3 of those at home, and the final one will be in downtown Orlando. Offside called against Jacksonville as they had broken out of their zone. Lizard Kings 4 shots away from going back-to-back nights with 40-plus shots on goal, but right now, neither of them are resulting in victories.
Yeah, no, you're right. Again, they had 47 shots. That was a season high. Lots of season highs in shots. As far as there was shots against, shots for in the periods. For the game, it was a high. I mean, they had a lot of highs. Amit Gerdukis set an individual high for the team this year with 9 shots on goal last night. So, again, a lot of things here. And again, they're about to hit 40 again. very well may get there here with still just under 8 minutes to go.
Luke Lynch rims it around deep into the Orlando zone. Cody Milan first on the puck. He'll play it behind his net for Tebow, slamming it around the wall. Berzola is able to block it and keep it in the zone. Berzola then loses it back to Tebow. And Chase Lang redirects into the Jacksonville zone, trying to go wide on Evingson. Well defended there by Croy Evingson. Lizard Kings try to play it. It is sides. He'll reverse it for Berzola at the left wing. Berzola again cross ice. Elmer couldn't handle the hot pass. Admirals get it back at center ice. Jacksonville with a turnover. Elmer can't gain the zone. Taps it over the blue line. Now he finds a man. It's Gerdukis. Taps it for Elmer. Great toe drag, forehand, and a save is made by Warm. What a move by Elmer. And then the puck comes free to center ice. Foot race for the puck. Great work there by Berzola. Norfolk gets it back, but it's going to be a delayed offside. Jacksonville has possession. Less than 7 minutes to go in the contest. Lizard Kings down by 2. Berzola wristing it into the right side of Warm. Howarchuk can't get to the puck. Loose at the blue line. Jacksonville gets it back. Wrister in a screen, deflected, blocked in front. It never reached the net. Harwell taps it back for Leonard. Leonard will leave it for Rhodes. Rhodes off glass at the blue line, over the line. Norfolk has possession. Now giving it up at center ice. Jacksonville gains control. Dropping it back is Derek Pearl. It is Fortunato trying to accelerate through center. He's held up by Dwyer, but he keeps moving. Over the line, Jacksonville is onside. Howarchuk finds Fortunato. Trying to reverse it. It is gloved down by Norfolk. Jacksonville gets it right back. Howarchuk tries to tap it free for Gerdukis. Let's go Icemen the chance, or let's go Lizard Kings in this case. Lodermeyer at the right wing corner. Drop pass for Fortunato. Fortunato spins on a man. Tries to feed it to the blue line. Turnaround shot goes well wide to the short side. Pinching in is Derek Pearl. Pearl in a collision along the far side wall. Norfolk gets it. They will clear it. 5:44 to go. Jacksonville up the boards. Back into the Norfolk end. It's Carter Robinson, defended by Lodermeyer. Robertson. Stick handles to the left. Long outlet pass goes by everybody, but it's going to be waved off for icing. Admirals are on the puck first. Centering pass, deflected up high. Here come the Lizard Kings the other way. Harris handles the pass beautifully off the boards. Couldn't handle it back, though. He handled the pass, but then his stick handle got by him, and Norfolk comes back. Loose puck in the Jacksonville end. Robertson holds it in. He'll play it behind the Jacksonville net. Lizard Kings are on it. It's Giles up the left side. Harris looking for Martin. What a great touch pass. Over the blue line it is Harris. Left circle to the backhand. Where's the puck? It's underneath Warm. He makes the save with the pad.
Oh.
What a move from Harris. Very reminiscent of his go-ahead goal in Utah a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out that time. Warm makes the save. And it is still a 4-2 game with 4:57 to go. We're down to the final 5. We'll see if the Lizard Kings can come from behind from 2 goals down when we come back. This is Jacksonville Lizard Kings hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Grey Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Norfolk still with a 4-2 advantage. Jacksonville looking for a goal in the next couple of minutes and then maybe set up some drama in the closing moments. Jacksonville with a face-off in the offensive zone. They win the draw. Evingson rims it around. Admirals try to clear. Gerdukis blocks it. Looking for Martin. Stolen by Norfolk. There's an empty net behind Jacksonville with 4.5 minutes to go. Icing is called against Norfolk, Reader, what do you think of this move with 4.5 minutes to go, trying to find a way down by 2?
You know, I would normally say, man, that seems like a lot of time, maybe a little early, but it's a 2-goal deficit, not 1.
Yep.
And really, you know, Jacksonville just hasn't gotten anything going. You know, they've done everything but score here. Scoring's been an issue here today. They need to put some kind of pressure and try to get it done. If they can get the 1, then they can worry about focusing on that tying goal there. But they got to do something here. Time is running out.
Jacksonville with 6 skaters on the ice, and empty net behind them with a lot of time still. Looking to see if they can find a way to get one in an empty net situation in a 6-on-5. Norfolk wins the draw. They'll clear it to center. It is Jake Elmer. Gets around one man, gives it up. Here's Norfolk. Alex Tonj for the hat trick. He missed it from about 70 feet. Pretty routine shot, and he missed it only by a couple of inches. And the Lizard Kings have a life. It is Gerdukas through center ice. Gets to the red line. He'll toss it high into the air, cross corner. Battle for the loose puck in the Admiral zone. Murray tries to play it away. Comes loose to the far side. Can Norfolk clear? No, it's held in by Jacksonville. We'll try the opposite wing. Norfolk around the wall. Tonj will backhand it out to center ice. Howardchuk has it there for Jacksonville. Howardchuk nearly lost it. Loose in center. Here's Tonj with another opportunity. Looking for the centering feed. Penalty coming up on Jacksonville. It's a delayed call. They're letting the clock continue because Jacksonville didn't have possession. Tough one there for Jacksonville. Hooking is the call. Hard to argue the call with 3:41 to go.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those necessary penalties, Harley, because Lang was right there. If he didn't get his stick lifted, he would have been it would have been an easy empty netter. But unfortunately, that's just not the case here today, and they had to give it a shot. But that was one of those necessary penalties. Otherwise, Lang might have had the hat trick there with the empty netter.
So the Admirals go to the power play. And perhaps Jacksonville can do something shorthanded. I'm sure Norfolk is going to play a pretty conservative power play here. The Lizard Kings will still have a minute 40 on the clock, a minute 41 to be exact, on the clock when the penalty is up. So they would need 2 goals in the final 100 seconds if they can kill this off, and if they don't score shorthanded themselves. But here comes Jacksonville shorthanded. It is Sides, offside. No pun intended there with the last name and the call, but it was an offside call against Jacksonville. And if you're the Lizard Kings, you may as well, I don't know if I'd be pulling the goaltender down a man, but if you see any opportunity, Reader, you got to go for it and try and gamble with a shorthanded effort.
You can definitely gamble, even if it means maybe over pursuing, challenging the point man, being aggressive, trying to create a turnover and create yourself an odd man rush or breakaway. Certainly worth the opportunity in this situation.
Norfolk wins the draw. They take it behind their own net. They're in no hurry at all. Hausinger with a drop pass. It's Mylan, cross ice for Tonj. Tonj, who just missed an empty net, which would have put it away and given him the hat trick in the process. Norfolk takes it into the offensive zone. Tonj, top of the left circle. Centering feed, looking for the high tip. It goes wide. Jacksonville comes away with it. They do not clear out yet. Penalty on Norfolk now as Lynch draws the call. It's a tripping call, and that makes things pretty interesting now, as Jacksonville has a 4-on-4 situation for a minute 25. No doubt they'll pull their goaltender here too, which is going to make it 5-on-4. You score 5-on-4, and then you've got a power play after that for a brief amount of time.
Yeah, you do. And of course, the other thing you got to look at is, even if they don't score on that 5-on-4, I mean, they'll get the player out of the box here in a minute 25. Then you've got a 2-man advantage, 6-on-4 with the empty net to the left.
So 5-on-4 with an empty net right now. Big face-off to the left of Beck Warm. Nobody can get to the handle to it immediately. Tonj now gets it free, but he does not clear. Shot deflected, it goes off the post. Lodermeyer, what a deflection. Jacksonville gets it back. It went off the outside of the post, just grazed it. Jacksonville gets it back. Lodermeyer. He was in too tight on the goal. He couldn't center it. He gets it back to Gerdukas. And then the puck goes all the way out to center ice. It goes off a Norfolk bench player. And where's that faceoff going to be? It went off a Norfolk bench player. That should be a faceoff, I believe, in the offensive zone still for Jacksonville.
That's where they're going to put it. Yeah,
they initially pointed that into center ice, so the right call is made here. As you look at the replay from Lodermeyer, just grazed the post. Close. 2:42 left. Jacksonville down by a pair. It's 5-on-4 on the ice, but the Lizard Kings have an empty net behind them. Jacksonville wins the draw, but it goes between the point men and out to center ice. I think that's the third time that's happened tonight. Lizard Kings get it in the neutral zone. Evingson forced deeper by Corson. Evingson turns away from Corson again, and now an errant pass, and Norfolk comes away with it. Deflected free, Jacksonville finally gets it back. Evingson looking for Gerdukas, who spins away from a man. But time is ticking away, 2:17 on the clock. It is Brendan Harris. Harris over the blue line, onside. Harris tries to get by a few different men. Norfolk plays it ahead, but not out yet. Now it comes over the blue line. Here comes Tonge. It's a foot race, but Tonge is going to beat everybody. It's going to be a goal for Alex Tonge and a hat trick to go with it. It is 5-2 Norfolk. And an opportunity missed here for Jacksonville on home ice against a team that has lost 7 out of 9.
Yeah.
And they can't get the job done tonight, and give credit to Norfolk. Considering everything they had to go up against them,
Yeah.
they were kind of stacked all against the odds, and they're going to come away with a victory tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they were beaten down on Wednesday by this Jacksonville club, and then, you know, had to go through the bus issues, the flat tire, and then, you know, not getting much sleep. But, hey, they came in here and got the job done. They were the better team here today, and they got to be feeling pretty good. Everything they've been through here, they just beat a first-place team. Now a team that's going to drop a little bit at the standings here with Florida winning in overtime at South Carolina.
Lizard Kings will have a power play in 7 more seconds. They'll only have it for about 37 seconds or so. Jacksonville into the zone. It's Verobe with a shot that gets deflected to an open side, and the Admirals will drive it out. Power play for Jacksonville, but only 1:32 on the clock, and the Lizard Kings are now down by 3 at 5-2. It is Martin for Giles into the zone. Giles sends it to the blue line. Verobe for Howardchuk. One-timer. Save is made by Warm, who has played great tonight. Loose in the slot. Jacksonville gets it back. Verobe 50 feet away. Wrister, and another save made by Beck Warm. That's shot number 40 for Jacksonville tonight. And Beck Warm has saved all but 2 of them.
Yeah, 38 saves so far here for Warm, and he was very good here. And again, he faced a lot of shots here in this game, and really at a point in the game too where it could have gone either way. He kept his team in position.
Face-off is going to be to the left side of Warm with 1:12 on the clock. Still 7 seconds left on the power play for Jacksonville. They'll have Joey Sides out there, along with Dominic Sacco and Vlad Mikulchuk. At the blue line, it's Derek Pearl with Brandon Fortunato. Puck is down. Lizard Kings win it. Pearl at the right point. Walks the line and then feeds Mikulchuk. Wrister in a screen. That goes wide. Fortunato holds it in. Into the slot. Knocked away and cleared out by Norfolk. Out of the penalty box is Lang. Final minute now of the game. And Jacksonville down 5-2. So the 7-game unbeaten in regulation streak is going to come to a close tonight. Jacksonville will get right back to it on Wednesday, hosting the Orlando Solar Bears. And the Lizard King weekend did not go as well as they had planned. And I think it's about time we get back to the Jacksonville Icemen starting on Wednesday night. 30 seconds to go in the game. It's Mikulchuk looking for Howardchuk. Swept away from him briefly. Howardchuk gets it back behind the Norfolk net. Jacksonville not giving up right now. Norfolk around the left wing side. It is Murray cross ice. 17 seconds to go in the game. Admirals flip it into the zone. Mikulchuk wants a piece of somebody behind the play. That's Carlson. Down to 10 seconds. This one's going to come to a close. Jacksonville calls off the Dogs. They've got the puck behind their own net. 3 seconds to go. And the Norfolk Admirals come into Jacksonville and get the job done. 5-2, your final score this evening as they get the victory over the Jacksonville Lizard Kings. Didn't start that way. It looked great in the opening minute, Reader. A goal in the opening minute from Joey Sides just 43 seconds in. But a controversial call, which would have given Jacksonville a 2-1 lead on a goal. It was disallowed, very controversially called as a non-goal, but they felt like they had enough evidence to overturn it completely. And I think, Reader, you addressed this early on in the contest. That really turned this entire game around.
It did. It just kind of took the crowd out of it. It just seemed like it took air out of the balloon, and the game shifted at that point. And then Norfolk took advantage, and they were more opportunistic in their situations and their opportunities than the Lizard Kings were tonight. So Norfolk was able to build the lead. And then when there was a little bit of a glimmer of hope there in the the second period, Arlie, when Jacksonville was able to get that goal to make it a 3-2 game. But then Norfolk took that right back with a late goal there in the final seconds, and that was kind of really what really kind of kept it down, the mood down a little bit. We're hoping that maybe the third period would have came back in favor of Jacksonville, just not on this night. And a tough one here for the team to handle, because I think they'll look at it as a missed opportunity. So 5-2 loss, and hats off to the Admirals, able to get 5 goals on 21 shots here today, and do all the right things and lock down defensively. And of course, hats off to the goalie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Warren was just unbelievable. He was more than warm tonight. He was.
Warren was hot.
Yeah, Warren was definitely hot. Warren got to hot real quick, and he comes away with a 40 save performance.
I do want to address something for Jacksonville. Not that you need silver linings when you're a team that's been in first place for as long as Jacksonville has, but since this weekend didn't go well, I do want to mention the third period for Jacksonville. Even though they were unable to score somehow in each of the last 2 third periods, they ended up outshooting their opponents in the last 2 third periods combined, 39-5.
Whoa, really? In the last 2 nights?
In the last 2 third periods.
20-2 last
20
night,
to
right?
2 last night.
So, yep.
19-3 was the shot advantage tonight in the third period. I know it didn't result in any goals, but to be able to outshoot somebody like that to that degree, absolutely remarkable. So Jacksonville at least continues to pour it on offensively in the third period. They just could not find a way to get that final one by everybody. And ultimately, Jacksonville ends up losing by a score of 5-2 tonight to Norfolk. And but again, those third periods, pretty good for the Lizard Kings slash Icemen.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that anymore, Arlie.
No, we don't.
We don't have to worry about getting the name right or wrong, and over-unders. Those days are over with right now. It's back to Iceman hockey on Wednesday. Orlando's in town. Let's go, right?
We need the Icemen. We just need ice at this point. I think we just need some ice followed by the Icemen.
Yeah,
and
I agree with you. I agree with you there. So anyway, yeah.
So back to business here. The weekend did not go as well as planned for Jacksonville for certain, but hey, it's a long season. It's a 72-game campaign. Jacksonville right now at 64 points on the season, 2 points behind Florida, still tied with Atlanta. Keep in mind they still have 3 games in hand on Florida. They still have 2 games in hand on Atlanta. All is not lost just from one upset loss. So don't get too discouraged here, guys. It's not like this is a 4-game losing streak that happened before our eyes tonight. It's 1 game. It counts just like any others. Get right back on the horse and do it again on Wednesday.
That's exactly it. I mean, it's just 1 game out of 72 that's going to be played here. And, again, this is just a tough one. You're going to have some tough ones. And this team has put itself consistently with some of these runs and streaks that they've had where they have won. They put themselves in a good position where you can afford to lose a game or 2. But as tight as it is in the division, you don't want to get, you don't want this to become a habit.
No.
Because Atlanta and Florida are playing really well, and as that's really kind of been indicated here in the last couple of weeks. So still a lot of time, but a chance to make up for it here against an Orlando club that really hasn't been themselves here lately. We'll see what happens on Wednesday.
Yeah, something's got to give there with that one. We want to make sure that you're here for it, either in attendance here in downtown Jacksonville, or perhaps on our platforms of choice, either on Mixlr or on flowhockey.tv. Always want to thank our people at Gemstone Media for producing this game. They do such a sensational job time and time again. Also, of course, our off-ice crew led by Kate Truslow this evening. And Alex, for you, thank you so much. We'll be back with you again on Wednesday night when the Icemen return and host the Orlando Solar Bears. Until then, your final score again tonight, the Norfolk Admirals 5. The Jacksonville Lizard Kings are now put to bed for the year. They score 2 this evening. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Despite tonight's outcome, this was a great night for hockey.